to hear us yell at each other, and for me
Yeah.
to hear myself again, because I forget to turn the thing on.
Well, I don't intend to be crazy or unhinged for Minecraft.
For Minecraft. Now, does
I don't
just
know.
TF2 just bring that out of you?
I think it might. Honestly, I think it might be Zesty Jesus specifically might bring that out of me, which I don't want to like talk about him
Just start
on
getting,
your show or whatever when he's
just
not here. So
just start getting
yeah,
schizophrenic, just going insane
yeah,
in the
yeah,
fucking chat.
yeah. I am very sorry to do that on your show.
Nah, it's all good.
That's very
It's
yeah.
all it's all it's all
Okay.
right. I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add the Discord. Oh no. Oh
Oh shit.
no, we're live.
They won't know.
They won't know. But yeah,
They'll have no clue.
I don't know where Alan is. I I think he might be dead. Everyone's spamming "Wake up, Alan" in the chat, which is completely fair
Oh no.
because I have no idea where the fuck he is. Um, this is
Yeah.
gonna be fun. See the difference between with TF2, right? It's a little different because there's always like the existing argument of like neither of us were there for insert period of the game's life, but this
Yeah.
conversation's gonna be different because I know that we both were there back in ye olden days.
I
For
wasn't playing it a whole lot
mm,
back then, but I was watching a whole lot of people play it, and I
mm,
do like that might be even better because I have like more idea of like what people were doing in like multiplayer and stuff
yeah.
at the time.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm excited to talk about it. I don't I don't know where Alan is. I wish Alan were here. This call looks very lonely without him. Um,
Yeah.
there's a hold on. Let me spam him a little bit on Discord. I'm sure that'll accomplish nothing. Hold on.
Yeah, mind, who knows?
There we go.
This is gonna be the smallest and loneliest episode of UFR
Loneliest number.
possibly. I don't
I t-
know. Was there ever a one man UFR did you do at any point or
no the most or sorry the lowest we've had before is 3. Because we
okay.
started the show with 3 hosts. Yeah, there are actually 3 hosts. Just the third host like never shows up.
Um, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. Richter Overtime sent me a funny image. Um, as part of
Did he?
I assume because I announced what this is gonna be about. He didn't want to be here, I don't think, but he did send me an image. Um, that is very interesting. I don't think he made this. I'm gonna assume he didn't. It looks like something he would make, but I don't think it's something he made. I'll put it on stream on screen. I don't know if I agree with literally everything in this image, but I agree with most of what's in this image personally. It's just kind of an image outlining the like the how do you say it? Like what's happened to the Minecraft community over the course of time, or something like that. It's hard to really put a pin on what this is specifically talking about, but I wanted to show it on screen
Okay.
anyways. Um,
I'll see it.
it's just a 4 phases. Here, let me do this. I'll read it real. I'll read some of it real quick. Stage 1, people begin to discover the game and they appreciate it for the unique freedom given to the player for them to express their creativity via the tools accessible in the game. Stage 2, the game slowly begins to spread through word of mouth. An influx of newer players begin checking the game out because of recommendations given to them via a friend of theirs, either from their lack of creativity and agency or a lack of appreciation for Minecraft's freedom to express their creativity. They begin to wonder if there could be a purpose to it all, an end of sorts, if there could be a more refined progression line for them to follow, and more interesting loot and structures for them to be incentivized to explore the game's overworld. Stage 3, the game blows up. Mishandled, half-baked updates made in order to give those players a proper quote-unquote end and incentive to explore, give off the wrong idea of the game To these new players, every decision is only made in order to advance the player toward the end. After completing at the end, they aren't satisfied with this quote-unquote ending, and instead of asking themselves what they'd like to create for fun or playing a different game, they instead begin asking Mojang to add more features that would make it quote-unquote fun. And then stage 4, this is where the game is irrecoverable. Too many of these mishandled updates have set a dangerous trend that continues to degrade the integrity of Minecraft's unique elements of freedom to create whatever the player chooses. Instead, it is slowly becoming like any other RPG with some sandbox mechanics, and thus a vicious cycle of disappointment and backlash has been set.
You
I
know,
yeah.
I, I I think that's relatively accurate, honestly, to
hmm
what I understand of the history of the game. So it's yeah.
It's interesting to me because like I don't have a necessary issue with Minecraft having an end, like or having having bosses. I think that it's better if it doesn't, probably, but I'm not saying like you can't implement bosses in a way where they are good. I just think the way Minecraft implements bosses is it's kind of rough. Like because
Yeah.
there's 3 of them and they all. Well, no. Well, okay, wait. There's 3 of them in
There's,
at least 1.20. I don't. Maybe there's technically, or no. Well, there's. I don't know. You can count if you want to count things like the Elder Guardian. I guess there's more, but by my count, there's the ward. There's the Warden, the Wither, and the Ender Dragon.
the new dragon.
Yeah, and I think that all 3 of them are like vastly different in both difficulty and in like where you can fight them in the progression, because you can get to the Ender Dragon and you can get to the Wither before you get to the Ender Dragon, but the Wither is arguably more difficult, and also the Wither you can spawn and it has like destructive capabilities in your own world, which it seems to me more like a threat. But the actual ending takes place when you get to the Ender Dragon, so maybe that makes sense. But also, you probably shouldn't fight the fucking Warden until after you fight the Ender Dragon. So like, why is it even called the end if it's not? The progression of
'Cause
Minecraft's all weird.
it's very strange. I feel like it would be better if it were laid out more like Breath of the Wild or something, where you could like there isn't one that's like a definitive end. I mean, Breath of the Wild has an ending, but like for Minecraft being a sandbox game, the Ender Dragon shouldn't be like the one be all end all kind of end boss. If there's going to be bosses, there should be like a lot of them throughout. I think that you can like stumble upon. Like I think the Warden is a great implementation of how I would want bosses in Minecraft, because you can just stumble across him pretty
hmm
much whenever just by digging far enough.
Yeah, I kind of wish that there were. I don't know. I wish there were like or not every biome, but there were like elite enemies. There's a mod pack that I played with Alan a lot. It's like he's still here, where the different enemies all had elite variants, and if you killed those elite variants, they would drop an enchanted book. But the with the trade off being that they are more difficult, to have more health, and they do more damage and all that. And I really like that implementation of difficulty. I also like the local difficulty system they implemented in the one of the later updates after the game's release, where the longer you stay in one particular place, the higher difficulty gets in that one area. I really like that system. I just wish that happened like more significantly, because like, did you even know that was a thing?
I had no idea. I've never heard of that in
Yeah,
my life, actually.
if you hit F3, you can see that every area has a local difficulty level, and you can see how much how hard the game is making a particular environment, and it changes as long as you've been in it for a long period of time.
Okay, well, I mean, I've been playing a lot of beta Minecraft recently, and I can say like I think just beta Minecraft in general is still much more difficult. Like the creepers never stop being a threat and
Yes.
stuff. Then I think like when I play regular vanilla like modern Minecraft, it's just it's never that difficult at all at like any point in the whole game. So unless you're actively fighting one of the bosses.
Yeah. No. I mentioned this in my sprinting video, and a lot of people did not like my sprinting video, which is fine. But I don't. One of my, I think probably my most almost irrefutable criticism about sprinting is that it makes mobs like borderline invalid, like for the majority of the game.
Yeah,
Because like the only thing you could argue is that it doesn't make projectile mobs like blazes or skeletons invalid, but then they added shields anyways, so like now you can basically, as long as you have 4 wood and 2 iron, you can invalidate basically every mob in the game by either holding right click or running away or running to the left.
yeah.
Like yeah,
When you're playing beta, it's like you when like a creeper tries to walk at you and stuff, you're like barely faster than it, so it takes a long time for it to like get out of aggro range. And if a spider chases you, it's like straight up, I think, faster than you to some point.
yes, yeah, it
So you
is.
have to like maneuver around it to try to get away from it, or just kill it, I guess. But
Yeah,
they're scary.
yeah.
They're way scarier.
There's a genuine sense of fear when you're playing older versions of Minecraft, especially on the first few nights.
Hmm.
Like where it never feels like, even in Better Than Adventure, like accomplishes this really well, because all of the armor has the same amount of protection. It just specializes in different things, so you never get to a point where you feel safe, like entirely. It always feels, at least for me, maybe this is more subjective because I'm talking about how I feel, but it always feels like to me I am never fully safe from mobs, no matter if I'm wearing full diamond or nothing. I don't feel entirely safe. I obviously feel safer if I'm wearing full chainmail armor as opposed to literally nothing, but I it doesn't I still am within the realm of being killed. Whereas if you're wearing like max protection armor in modern Minecraft, you're basically impervious to everything. People who die in hardcore worlds, 9 times out of 10, when you see a clip of someone dying in a hardcore world and they've like been playing that world for months, they die because of some stupid shit. It has nothing to do with them. It just some random shit just kills them, and they're like, well, that's it. There's all the progress going away.
Yeah, and that's hardcore seems like a miserable time. I don't think I could handle that like emotionally.
I
But
don't think I could either.
it's yeah, I noticed the armor. I don't know if it still does this in the modern one actually, but the armor like gets worse as it gets damaged. Like it protects you less on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the armor bar just doesn't mean what I think it does, but it's like I always assume like, oh, if your armor bar is at max, then you're taking less damage than if your armor bar is like halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's how it works, then yeah, it's just your armor is like less useful. The monsters can catch up to you more easily. Like I think everything kind of contributes to it being more difficult. Like even the light level thing is it's a bit of a pain in the beta. Like you have to light things up, I think, significantly more, but it
Mm-hmm.
has it means there's always like monsters spawning around you. And if you go like slightly out of the range of your torches, then there's gonna be like an army ready to pounce on you from the trees, and it's frightening.
Yeah.
It makes you feel very insecure about your situation.
Yeah. And I don't think that like beta Minecraft is perfect. There are definitely design choices that I disagree with, but I do think it is infinitely better than the way the modern game is. Just because playing modern Minecraft feels fucking like I, it just feels overwhelming at times, where because of how much
Yeah,
they've added, when you get to a certain point it feels like there's no point to do any of it, because in a lot in like in other games, right? Like let's take like Mario, right? If you when you're thinking about when you're getting through a hard level in Mario, or a level that's challenging in Mario, that the drive to do it is so that you can get to the end of the game and beat Bowser, or at the very least get
yeah,
to the next level and see what that has to offer, if you're thinking in a shorter term. If you're playing Minecraft and you think, okay, so I want to make a I can make a brewing stand. In order to do that, I need XYZ material. And then you go, well, why would I want to do that? For me, and for I think most people, you just fucking like your brain draws a blank once you get to like why. Like why would I want to do that? Because potions aren't that useful.
yeah.
There's no real reason to
They
get
really
them.
aren't.
It's like it,
Yeah, I don't know.
and that's how I feel about like most things. And if you tell like a diehard Minecraft fan that, they'll just be like, "Well, it's a sandbox, so it's just like, oh, that's
Yeah,
just kind of lame."
it's it's mostly, I guess, driven by your desire to do it, which I mean, to some degree, every game is driven
Well,
by
yeah, yeah.
whether you want to or not. But it's like for me in modern Minecraft, when I start a new world, I'm like, okay, first thing I need to figure out I need to watch 7 YouTube tutorials to figure out the best way to lure villagers into a little like breeding area so that I can make 50 of them and get myself to like mending as fast as possible. And that
Mm.
like that is like a mental block I think on my part, but it does suck and it makes the game like, oh, I've got to put 40 hours into learning to do this thing that I've never really fully learned how to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Where when you start like regular Minecraft, it's just like, oh, I got to build a small house and then I can decide what I want to do from there in
Mm-hmm.
beta Minecraft.
Yeah. It's like it's I really do appreciate them attempting to add, certain things to improve quality of life. Like I appreciate the idea of potions. There's a Golden Age Minecraft mod similar to Better Than Adventure, made by a different team. Shout out to Silveros for making Reindev, which is a different. Like a Better Than Adventure kind of thing, but it's not Better Than Adventure. It's different. And in
Okay.
that they have a potion system where most of what the potions do is like physical augmentations, like they make you jump higher or run faster or mine quicker. And you instead of making them in a brewing stand, you put different like flowers and other natural elements into a cauldron, and you mix them
Yeah.
together, and that's a really cool way of doing it. And
Yeah, you're
yeah,
talking about that on the stream and stuff, and
yeah,
uh, yeah, our good friend Two Four Twerkers likened it to Tainted Cane, where you sort of put things in and experiment with it and sort of see what will come out of it.
good
And that
friend.
does feel like a more Minecraft way to do things than rather than like Google the potion recipe, which is like stupid.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think you should have to do that.
I'm glad we agree because like several people in chat and in the comment section of that video have just replied to my criticisms about Minecraft with like, yeah, just use the wiki. It's like, why should I have to? That's so stupid. Why
Yeah,
do,
that's not fun.
like imagine like once again imagine like if in every game you've ever been in you just had to like, oh well, I have to open my laptop and open the wiki on my phone or something and just hold it to my left or else I don't know how to play the game. It's like that's just so cringe. Also,
Yeah, it's like
no, you go.
I mean, to some degree, Binding of Isaac kind of has that too, where it's like you gotta Google what every item does, and it's supposed to be like vague from the developer, like it's supposed to be a vague thing, but it really just makes you want to Google what the specific item does, what its stats like impact is, and that it's just not the most fun way to make the game work, I think.
Like people in chat are bringing up Terraria, and Terraria is not even as bad. I've played Terraria for a lot of hours, and I think I don't think I've ever had to. Well, I don't want to say that because I'm probably wrong. I cannot remember a time where I've had to look up anything in Terraria because most of it is either explained to you explicitly or it's like obvious.
Yeah, all the crafting recipes are just built in, and it's not like
Mhm.
through a stupid like the recipe book in modern Minecraft is a pain to even try to use. Like the crafting system in Terraria is very easy to manage and stuff. It's just like a nice list.
Hi, Alan.
Oh, hi, Alan. Hello.
Hello.
Chat was very upset that you were still dead after I killed you last episode.
Yeah, we gotta keep the lore consistent at least.
Yeah, yeah, chat just he lives. He's alive.
You guys did
Somehow Alan has returned.
the
Yeah.
resurrection ceremony by talking about Terraria.
Yeah, we were talking about Terraria. It's a game. How do you feel
I like
about
Terraria.
how do you feel about modern versus classic Minecraft?
Um, I prefer classic, but it's also I'm probably just a boomer in that I have not played the most recent few versions.
You like
But
oh, you go.
the part I like the least is that they ruined minecarts by making literally every other option just better.
Yeah, I like that they my thing because people were talking about like the snapshot. A lot of people messaged that to me about the new snapshot where they've added a game rule for minecart max speed, And based off of what I know, that is that's a toggle or like a game rule you have to manually change, which is kind of cringe. I appreciate that they added it, but it's cringe that they didn't actually raise the base speed of minecarts. They just gave you the option to change it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, at this point, like 20 million people would be very, very upset because I'm sure if they changed it, then they'd have to like redesign 20,000 different redstone contraptions to fit the base speed better, and it would impact like another billion different parts of the game and stuff. And I don't know if they're willing to make that sort of sweeping, like even just minecart speed. Like that feels like it should be such a small change, but I don't know if they're like capable or willing to even like do that and deal with all the consequences of it.
It affects a lot of things outside of just minecarts.
yeah, I understand. I didn't read this section, this paragraph of that like picture earlier, but it was the last phase. It said the original survival sandbox purists are now a niche in the community they had founded and helped grow. And that's how I feel about what you just said, where I'm like, to me that's just like okay, redstone contraptions are going to be a little broken, but at the same time,
yeah, that's an opportunity to build a whole bunch of new redstone contraptions.
Yeah, right.
That should be a great thing for a sandbox game, really.
Yeah, and also like if we're being honest, like the base fundamental part of the game shouldn't be sacrificed at the expense of other more niche parts of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the base of the game in your mind then?
Like I consider redstone is important and don't get it twisted, but if there is a part of the game that is less advanced and more fundamental, which I think we would agree that, transportation is probably more fundamental than advanced redstone contraptions, then if there's a more fundamental part of the game that can be improved at the slight expense of, not even the expense, just because a bunch of people would have to change their redstone contraptions a little bit, I think that is a worthwhile addition to the game. In my opinion. I also know that you really like it when Minecraft is Factorio, so.
Oh, I do. I do.
I know. Yeah, I know you.
That's
do.
my favorite way to mod Minecraft.
I do love the create mod. I wish it were in the base game. It's just an improvement.
It works really well thematically as well, but
it is very well.
It takes it away from the sandbox as well. So I don't know.
I don't know if it.
I'm not really the biggest fan that they added an end to the game. I think it kind of goes against the whole "this is the world, make it." But I might also be a boomer.
Create doesn't add an end though.
No, it doesn't. It just got me thinking about that.
Yeah. Have you played the create mod?
What is the create mod?
It's a.
Dude, no, I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's widely regarded. I said widely, but it's probably the most universally acclaimed Minecraft mod to ever be made. At least in terms of a mod that adds something to the game. Obviously, there are like too many items, and just enough items are pretty up there. But create is a mod that adds just machinery to Minecraft, but not in a overly complicated or very complex technological way. It's in a way that's very well integrated with Minecraft's world, in my opinion, and it connects very well. It's easy to understand, and the way it's presented to the player is very useful. Yeah.
It's basically all the power is based on rotational speed.
Oh.
So like you build a windmill or a water wheel, and then you transmit that power by just like an axle or like a rod that spins, and you put gears on each end to change the speed's direction or the rotation's direction and everything.
Okay.
It's very cool.
It sounds like a very it might be deeper than the sort of thing that I go to in most games, but I don't know, that makes me want to try it.
Once you get the hang of it, it's not actually that complicated, but it definitely feels more thematically appropriate than like, here's a nuclear reactor, connect it with cables. Although I love that as well, but that's not like base Minecraft. I feel like that's more of a mod.
Yeah, create could be added to the game tomorrow, and I feel like it would fit very well thematically and aesthetically.
Okay. Well, they've got those power pyramids and stuff in the base game right now that they give you like
Beacons,
special perks.
beacons, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't know
beacons.
much about that.
I like beacons
They
actually.
seem cool.
My only
Yeah.
issue with beacons is that they are almost it's like an 100% completion reward in a platformer that makes you like fly. Where I feel like by the time you get to them, by the time you get beacons, you have to kill the wither, and you have to get an excessive amount of minerals. So by the time you've probably done that, you probably don't need the beacon anymore, unless you're Wheezy and you want to flatten some mountains. Which, you know, more power to you
Yeah.
if you want to flatten some mountains, but it's like such a late progression thing that it's almost pointless.
My counter
yeah.
argument to that is that people make a big world and then they build a lot of things in it.
That's true, and
It really helps with that kind of thing.
yeah.
Although I think it should be integrated better and not just, oh, you built this abstract shaped we decided gives you buffs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had something like the create mod in the game, you could integrate it with that, and oh, you have to spin the beacon because it actually does spin.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give it a bunch of create power.
Yeah, rotational power.
And then it will give you buffs as long as it's getting power. But
yeah, I don't think it's I think you could put it in the game, or I think it is a good addition to the game as is. I just wish that it was a little bit easier to get, or a little not easier. Easier's the wrong word. It was a little bit earlier in the progression of the game to get, than where it currently is. But I don't know, or maybe just make fucking withers skeleton skulls drop more consistently. Because holy shit. I don't know what it is, but they just never seem to drop. It's very depressing.
Yeah.
Also, Alan, all of chat is mentioning how they are shocked to hear you say more than like 2 sentences.
yeah, well, there's also fewer people, and it's something I have done more recently, so there's a different factor, also different time.
Someone said this is the most Alan has talked in the last 20 episodes of UFR.
There's no way.
You said like 20 sentences, dude. That's like 1 sentence per UFR. You're like you're gonna beat it by the end. You're gonna beat your record.
Alright, what are we?
What are we covering? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been kind of important to mention at some point. We're covering a video, chat. We're not, believe it or not, we're not just yapping today. We do have a video, a delightful video, an exciting video called "Old Minecraft is Not Better." This is gonna be fun. I'm excited about this one because I feel like I have seen the first, once again, like 2 minutes of this video and then stopped it. Because yeah, this one's interesting. And not to spoil it too much, but
it's very good.
It's going to make it also, in addition to the title, it's also going to make the argument that old Minecraft is not Minecraft at all. Which is, you know, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
I don't know how they're gonna square that one away, but here we go. I do want to address some things in chat that are going to come up in the video because I'm seeing them now. Who is it? Where is it? Schizo Knight said, "Lucid, why quote unquote completing the game kills purpose to having things? It's a sandbox game. You can still enjoy building stuff." And and we can all kind of go around because it's like the most common critique that people like levy at, you know, people who like old versions of Minecraft. The new versions of my argument is that the new versions of Minecraft actually inhibit you creating things more so than they do you know, support it, because they give you so much to do. That is like a less about the sandbox element, and it's more about being an adventure game, being a Legend of Zelda. I think that takes away from that sandbox freedom experience. It takes the focus away from that and broadens it to the point of it not mattering. Because believe it or not, having a focus on creativity is a focus, and you taking that focus and broadening it to oh, you can build and be creative and whatever, but also you can go to this place and get this cool weapon that you won't be able to use on anything really. And it's like that makes the game less centralized, and I think that's bad.
I think before like they added mending and like because in modern Minecraft the end of the game is when you have full mending on all your items and you can go to your big experience farm whenever they're low and just get them back up to full and whatever, right? But in the old game, you're in like a tug of war with the resource system, and where you're never really done. Like you're never done mining coal or like done with getting diamonds because you're always going to need a new pickaxe or a new bit of armor and stuff like that. So you're never like as you're continuing to build, as you're like already established, you're also like continuing to engage with the fundamental like main parts of the early game as well.
I agree. Alan, what do you think?
I think you had a interesting point there where Minecraft tried to do like what Terraria did infinitely better and make it more like adventure-y.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of there's nothing wrong with adventure, but they haven't actually added enough things to go and find.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason Terraria can do it so much better is because it's all scripted, but in Minecraft it's a lot more random, the way the world generates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of fighting with the medium there, I think.
Part of that, I think, is there's nowadays when they add something, it's like part of the marketing and everything. Like if they dropped an update and like no one could data mine it, and it was just okay, we've added 50 new structures to various biomes all over the world. Go like find them. Then you would see people like finding them. They crop up like years and years after the fact. I think some of them would be amazing, but they really can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Mojang is very tempered and tepid with what they add to the game. And I understand why, whatever they add is a big thing. Although if they're going to be so tempered, I don't know why they update the game with new stuff at all, because there's certainly a lot of, like, quality of life stuff, basic fundamental game mechanics that they could just fix and make better. Like they might be trying to do with the Minecraft thing. We'll see how it pans out. Or the minecart thing. We'll see how it pans out. Why isn't there a sort button? What the fuck? That's just like a base, like you could do this and it would make the game better, and they just don't. Why isn't there, fucking a crafting book that doesn't suck? Why aren't advancements better? Why don't they work all the time? Or why when you map out why aren't there like markers for? I'm trying to think of I have a long list of things that are just quality of life stuff that you could just add to the game to make it better, like being able to put being able to use a map to put a map in the top right of your screen, for instance. Just add things like that. You don't have to add these big sweeping changes to the game to make the game better. Like things like that would make people like me really happy.
Mm-hmm. It's like in coding, there's something called technical debt, where your old shitty code makes it so that you have to write around it, and then everything is built around old stuff that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even bad, but different.
Mm.
And it's like a game design debt in Minecraft, where they had all of these systems that worked really well when it was a much simpler game 10 years ago. And they've added stuff on top of that, but they've never taken a step back and just said, okay, now this is the update where we make all of this make sense together and make all of the old stuff work out what it was meant to, and all of the new stuff integrate into that, along with all of the newer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think they kind of tried that once with the I don't remember what the update's called, when they changed the combat entirely, and they had like the sweeping sword and the big axe hit and stuff, and people hate that. Yeah, and it's I mean I do think that combat is it is like deeper, but it's also less fun, and so I think they might have just been like, oh, everyone hated this update so completely that we're just not even going to really try to like mess with these old features too much anymore.
But the thing is, the ideas and the things they added aren't even that bad. It's just that it trivializes combat entirely once you get a shield.
Mhm.
It just makes it monotonous if you want to win because you're invulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have an issue with the bar charging up thing. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue with like everything else they added, which sucks. Like shields are a fucking awful mechanic. I wish that they would do more changes like that, or at the very least add options for more changes like that. You know,
it's not just shields though; it's the fact that now you can also just run away from every threat.
Yeah, but that's not a
as long as you have a sandwich.
Yeah, but that's not a sandwich.
Yeah.
I think there are people out there who are playing like hours and hours of Bed Wars. They're playing, essentially they're playing competitive Minecraft, and they're unhappy with the balance decisions and stuff. And I guess that might be like why they don't really want to bother with it anymore. Like they don't want to mess with, like if they were to mess with the hunger system to any real degree anymore, like people would, I feel like people would get pissed off really, really bad. Like either way, even if it was like a really good decision. So they might just, I don't know, never really change it.
I mean,
yeah, but that kind of goes into why I'm not losing any sleep over what they patch into the newest version of the game. Because with Minecraft, it's different from something like TF2 because you can go back and play any version you want. They're all available still.
I was gonna say like something interesting with Minecraft when compared to TF2 is the fact that you can go back and play, older versions, or you can play something like Better Than Adventure, which is essentially, TF2 classic, but for Minecraft, and I think that's really cool because more stuff like that just exists for Minecraft. The two games face similar, have similar issues, although I do think Minecraft has this particular issue worse, where they were designed around, both games were designed around an initial focus. TF2 being a more casual, fun, the fun for everyone kind of game, and then being geared more competitively or more in a quote unquote esports oriented direction, and there being issues with that. Whereas Minecraft was, it started off with a more, creativity, get the player to want to build things and make building those things both challenging but in a fun way. But then it got geared more towards, we want to make it like Terraria, kind of like go out and be nomadic almost. I brought this up in multiple UFRs, but I think it's interesting that it's become more and more popular to not build a base at all, to just wander basically in modern Minecraft and just find things instead of hunkering down and building a house. People don't even do that very often anymore, or if they do, it's just like a means to an end because they just want to explore, which is fine, but it's not going to be nearly as deep of an exploration experience as if you were to play a Terraria or even a Necess, so yeah.
True. I think I found that Minecraft it's way better when you have people like with you and stuff. Like single player, it's almost it feels like I just don't want to play single player Minecraft maybe ever again because it's so much better when you get to like hunker down and like build a village with some people and stuff, and you get into like little squabbles with that. There's someone's going to try to make like a tax system or something, and that sort of stuff is more fun I think than going out and like, oh, we found what's the like witch hut or whatever, one of those big wooden cabin things in the woods. Or
in UFS, over the past week, Cypherlock has started the HOA in the server and is now taxing people if their houses aren't up to code, which is that's brought some conflict.
That's great. That sounds like sounds great.
It's pretty.
You can have people fighting against the HOA. That's that's more fun than fighting the friggin' Ender Dragons. Battling the HOA. That's great.
Speaking of which, Alan, apparently you have 13 citations from the HOA.
I don't even have a house yet. I have a hole in the ground.
I think that would be why you have 13 citations. Is because
I don't know how they're gonna
isn't really
cite
up to code.
A blank plot of land.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Someone might fall in.
Yeah, someone might. Yeah, that's one.
We'll see.
But yeah, on that note, are we ready to get started? Do we have anything else to get into?
Probably just about. All
right, let's get
only
going.
40 minutes in.
Only 40 minutes in. Let's go.
Old Minecraft is not better. Well, that is at least what I thought before I dove deep into this concept. I have played Minecraft.
Okay, so we're already off to a great start. We have if someone makes another UFR bingo card, we need to add this on it, where it's just person states something and then states, well, that's what I thought until. and then
that's what I thought when I was coming up with the title for the video before I started writing it.
And then I came up with something entirely separate. That's
honestly very relatable though. As someone makes videos.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like you don't want to just go. You don't want to just go with the video idea that you had instead of rewriting a new script.
There's a point where you change the first like paragraph and stuff in your script, and then you give it a better title that fits what the actual video is.
Well, I've only had this happen once, and I don't know how many times this happened to you. I've only had this particular issue happen once, and it was with my Lucio video, where I was under a certain impression about Lucio, and that's probably my worst argued video that I've made. I love the way it's presented, but I wish I argued it better, because I do think I'm onto something, I just didn't convey it well. But, yeah, no, because I went into the video thinking that Lucio was generally played a certain way, and then I did more research after writing the script, which is a stupid thing I shouldn't have done, and then I started losing my mind, because I was like, how the fuck do I even, like, take the pieces that I now know and put them into the script, because they just conflict with my point. So I had to, like, rewrite parts of the script and change it, and the video was worse off for it. I probably should have just scrapped it, but, you know. All's well that ends well, I suppose.
It happens, you gotta... Sometimes you just gotta try to power through something, I think, but it's, yeah.
At least what I thought before I dove deep into this concept. I have played Minecraft for years at this point, ever since the age of 8 years old on the Xbox 360 version. In fact, how am I even qualified to talk about a version of Minecraft I've never played before? And that's the thing. I'm not.
What?
Strong opener.
Are you being sarcastic, Alan?
Why should you listen to me? You shouldn't.
Oh, okay. You are being sarcastic. I couldn't tell. You were like, you're like, yes, that's a good opener. I was like, what?
I like the music coming. Like the editing technically is good so far.
Yeah, that text should have a drop shadow.
Perhaps.
This would get a failing grade, I think, if this were like a regular essay instead of a video essay, and you submitted this to your teacher. they would put big question marks in their red pen all over this intro here.
But PurpleColonel,
my initial hypothesis was incorrect, and you shouldn't listen to me. Strong opening.
You know what? It does make me feel joyful, because it is a hilarious way to open a video. So maybe it is good, actually.
The franchise. Thanks for the $5. Said personally, the best part of Minecraft is when Dream crafted the boat in midair. Yeah, no, actually, that makes it all. That makes it all worth it. How many takes do you think they had to do to make that happen?
Are you alleging that Dream would have faked one of these videos?
No, Dream never faked anything. He's known for doing everything by the book, very officially. He's very, very on the up and up. Also, everyone go subscribe to the franchise on YouTube, please. Thank you. He makes great content. But yeah, no, that was weird. It was like this. Can we go back? I need to like understand, because we have a lot of time today, because this is a short video and it's the morning. I need to see exactly what he says, because my brain like can't. He like said things that didn't make sense.
8 years old on the Xbox 360 version. In fact, how am I even qualified to talk about a version of Minecraft I've never played before? And that's the thing.
He said he's never... Okay, so he played it on the Xbox, therefore he hasn't played old Minecraft.
Well, it's slightly different from Java, I assume.
Well, yeah, Minecraft Legacy Console Edition's fucking goated, but So when he's saying old Minecraft, he means like pre 1.0, like beta Minecraft, right? That's what he's talking about.
I
assuming like
probably,
that's what he has
which is
footage
what I
of.
started with.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure, because the way he said, I've been playing Minecraft for years. Since I was 8 years old, I played the Xbox edition. But how am I supposed to comment on a version of Minecraft I've never played? And it's like, but you just said, like, if you don't think he's talking about beta Minecraft, you don't know what he's talking about, you're just like, what?
Yeah, when did Xbox version come out? Was that after 1.0?
No, that was like 2011. Or yeah,
That must have been
it was
during
like,
beta, no?
No, it was right after 1.0,
Really?
I think. Yeah, it was like months after, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm not.
Thing. I'm not.
So, what do you guys think about this?
Okay, so he is talking about beta, and it's
Yeah.
not Minecraft.
Beta Minecraft is not Minecraft.
He better be defining Minecraft.
He's not going to. There's no way he defines.
I'm sure
Minecraft.
he will define Minecraft.
He will not define. There is no.
It'll probably be like, this is what Minecraft is to me. Which, fair enough, but...
2007
if this is like
TF2 isn't TF2. Sorry, yeah, purple.
If this is like an exploration into how your biases might cloud your judgment when you're making a video or something, that could be.
Oh yeah,
maybe the info's all good.
If the video were just meta, yeah. If the video just
if it's like the most meta video anyone's ever made, that could be pretty good.
You see, I started off talking about this thing, but now I'm going to talk about this other thing, and then I realized these two things contradict. So why do I even do YouTube? Like,
why am I even on the internet? What is my purpose?
Why
Who
would
am I
As
really?
Michael music starts playing.
Fucking Metroid Prime, like it just gets really, really intense.
Vsauce on Vine sauce.
Yeah.
Someone said you don't understand, quote unquote, Minecraft is subjective. Yeah, like I'm sitting there playing like I don't know, I'm playing Persona 4 and someone walks up to me. It's like, oh, what do you play? I'm like, oh, you know, Minecraft. They're like, no, I don't. No, that's not Minecraft. I'm like, well, it is to me. Under reader response theory, this is Minecraft.
What is the true essence of Minecraft? What can you take away from Minecraft before it ceases to be Minecraft? These are the important questions of our time.
If I take Minecraft incrementally and add it to another game, when does that game become Minecraft?
Well, when the essence of Minecraft gets transferred over.
If I play Super Mario Brothers or Tetris in Minecraft, am I playing Minecraft or am I playing Super Mario Brothers and or Tetris?
Ooh.
There you go.
Who knows, really?
That's a. This is why people get on my case, but I think Minecraft is actually great, like amazing as a game engine. Like if we were judging Minecraft not as a game but as an engine for making things, then Minecraft's fucking great. But
it is. It's probably better than Source, honestly. Like people have
probably is.
People made like Source machinimas and stuff. People make freaking Minecraft machinimas and everything. Like you can do so many things with this wacky game engine.
This is a total tangent. But when I was growing up, I watched this guy named Chimney Swift. Press 1 in chat if you know Chimney Swift, and he did a series where he played. It was just him playing an adventure map. But the gimmick was that he basically acted as a character who was experiencing the adventure map, and so he went through as if he was just a person in the world, and it was basically role play. But it was a really cool way to do an adventure map. Hadn't really been done before. And
that's great. Have you
really? What about Shadow of Israfel?
That's also pretty good. I like Shadow. I was gonna correct myself, but it not really hasn't been done before. But I had not seen it before. Was what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Lucid, are you familiar with Freeman's Mine?
No, but I can imagine what it is.
The whole thing.
It's a true classic. Guy basically he just plays Half-Life and he records himself making jokes and stuff as if he's in character, and it's a true classic of a Half-Life internet media. But yeah,
that sounds
like a similar sort of thing.
Oh yeah, it's pretty similar. That sounds similar.
Yeah, you try to watch it today and it does not. Parts of it hold up. If you got, the episodes like 40 and onward, they hold up, I think, pretty well. But,
I'd be interested. That sounds like something that's up my alley. Also,
it might be more fun if you watch it first time without knowing any of the jokes and stuff, because I have all of it committed to memory now.
Mm. Also, someone said beta Minecraft in the woods is nothing to nobody, speaking ethically and motivismally. Beta Minecraft in the woods. If you put a copy of beta Minecraft in the woods, is it really anything?
No one's there to play it.
No one's
there anything at all.
How do you know what's on the disc? You don't, because it doesn't matter. Nothing actually matters. Oh, that video was great. Love that video. Oh, it was awesome. Whew.
Which video was that?
That's the pretzel video.
Was there an Adrian's mind?
I told you that video was... There is also an Adrian's mind, yeah. I told you that video was based, and then before I actually saw it, and then I watched it, and it's
that's
probably the worst arguments I've heard for this concept, so...
Yeah, that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve for being a troll.
That's... Yeah.
You were like, yeah, this is based in Red Pill, then you listen, you were like, what? Emotivism? What is... Meta-ethics? What?
I'm sure there is a good meta-ethical analysis for objective media criticism out there, but I don't know, that video it just did not convince me at all, so, yeah.
But how did it make you feel?
I don't know. It made me feel sad.
Yeah, me too.
So if I know I am not qualified to determine...
Sorry.
It sounded like a fucking trigger went off in your brain. You're like, he fucked up the water source.
What was the music there? Is that like classic Minecraft? Is that one of the music discs?
No, that's
modern.
I've
never heard
okay.
That's modern. It's It came after Pig Step. It's in the It's in the Caves and Cliffs update. It's a music disc. Fuck.
Explains it.
Chat, help me out. Which one is it? It's like called like Creator or something. Other Side. Thank you.
Okay.
It's called Other Side.
The game only gives me the fucking scary disc. I've never like heard any of the real songs. It's Cat and the scary disc, and that's all I ever get.
That's all you ever get.
That's all you ever
need. Yeah,
that's all.
It wants me to be miserable with my jukebox whenever I play this game.
Alan, this isn't relevant to literally anything, but have you gotten your wisdom teeth taken out?
No. Although I might need one. Might just fall out. I think I might have two actually.
My left tooth has started hurting really bad since I started talking.
Should probably, like just now.
Well, I mean, like I bit my cheek a while ago, and there was this huge swollen part, and I thought that was why it was hurting, but now it just kind of hurts. It's still swollen, but like I don't know what to do about it.
The problem with getting rid of your wisdom teeth is you become a dumber person afterward. It is really where all the wisdom is stored in your body. So
like pee is stored in the balls, wisdom stored in the teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why you talk with your mouth. That's because it has to get all the words I say are actually stupid, and they get filtered through my teeth, and then they become smarter over the course of.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's why none of us have ever written anything good ever.
That's true.
No human.
Yeah, no, nothing. No, you can never write anything smart. No, actually, what happens is I have to say all of my scripts out loud, and then I write down what I say, what I hear myself say, or else it doesn't work.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, no, you got.
That explains a lot about my videos.
That's the trick that the ancients used to use. Aristotle.
Yeah.
Yeah. For my videos, I get to speak them out loud at a certain point in production, though, so maybe that's why they're watchable.
Watchable, yeah. Or they're competent.
There's nonsense in the script, but then as soon as I try to read it out loud into my microphone, then it turns into something vaguely listenable or watchable.
So someone, Ace in chat said Pretzel has no teeth.
No.
It's just really.
Oh no!
It's funny how all of that that's really funny to us, but without no context, it just makes no sense.
You need a lot of background
You need a lot of background information for that to be funny. That's good.
Determine what is good and what is not.
Oh wait! Important stuff. Sorry.
Determine.
Oh, he's about to define good. We need this.
So if I know I am not qualified to determine what is good and what is not, why am I doing it? Well, because I have the...
Who said you aren't qualified to determine what... Who the fuck? Who said that?
Well, he said he did because he hasn't played beta Minecraft before.
That doesn't have anything... You could play... You could define
You
what
just
good
download it
is.
and play it for the video.
You're currently playing it for your footage, presumably. I assume you didn't get this from anyone else.
What did he
This
say?
is a solvable
He said
problem.
I'll run him back. Just okay. Here, we'll bring him back, Alan.
All right.
So if I know I am not qualified to determine what is good and what is not, why am I doing it?
Okay, why is he doing it?
What? But who said he's not? Why does he think he's not qualified to determine what good is?
He's a very self-deprecating person.
He said
Is what we're learning here.
he isn't qualified to determine what's good and what's not. Why is he doing it?
Yeah, so stop talking.
What? No. I want you to answer my question. Why does
No, like if he's not qualified, why bother?
I don't know why he thinks he's not qualified. Chat.
He didn't go to good and bad college.
Every single person in chat defines what good and bad is. I don't even think it's like you don't really have a choice. You define it for yourself. Anyone who thinks that that good and bad are like feelsy weelsy subjective terms, they're lying to themselves because they have a definition in their heart of hearts for what good means. So like I don't know what this guy is. Maybe he just means in regards specifically to beta Minecraft and nothing else.
Maybe.
I hope so. I hope he doesn't. He isn't like thinking like, oh, if this guy fucking shot my dog, I don't know how to feel about this. I can't determine if this is good or bad. I hope he's not going through life that way.
I don't know if this is good or not. What?
Who am I to say that really is a bad thing?
Yeah. Who am I to say? Am I really the authority on the subject? I haven't really taken a meta-ethics class.
Metaethically, if someone shoots your dog in the woods, does it really matter?
Does it?
Oh no!
Did you ever really have a dog?
Do you have a dog at all?
Meta-ethically, if someone ripped your wisdom teeth out, were you ever really smart?
And what is not? Why am I doing it? Well, because I have the hindsight of knowing that this and this aren't even the same game at all. Now you might be thinking, Appa, you're crazy.
Well, I mean, like...
I mean,
I'm sorry, I paused that at a really bad time. You might be crazy. I don't know. I'm not really the... I don't. Who's to say? I don't.
The man's crazy in the woods.
Well, obviously, beta Minecraft and modern Minecraft are two different games, but in the same way that, like Minecraft 1.21 and 1.20 are two different games. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are like different factors. It plays different. Like it is. Yeah.
Like, are we ship of Theseusing Minecraft? Is that what's happening?
It's in the same way that you from
we
15 years ago is different from you now. Are they different people? In some ways.
Yeah, like this podcast and last episode are two different podcasts if you really want to stretch it, because there are different people on and we're discussing a different topic. And PurpleColonel's marginally more sane.
Marginally?
Marginally.
That's okay. I'll take marginally.
But no, I don't. I'm interested to see where this is going. I think he's like really hard on himself. He seems a little hard on himself.
That this and this aren't even the same game at all. Now you might be thinking, Appa, you're crazy. Of course they're the same game. You start a world, you break blocks, and you make a base. You go mining. The list can go on forever.
The list of what?
The list of things that make them the same game.
Okay.
And yes,
you
are right. Except you aren't. If that was...
I see.
So why are we doing
Can't put yourself for that again.
Why are we doing this? Why does he keep doing this? You are correct.
This
Except
is a turning of a video. There's lots of twists and turns here.
Yeah, they really keep me at the edge of my... He's done it like 3 times. And we're a minute into the video.
You know, if he keeps this going and the whole video is just him saying a sentence and going, nope, actually, that's not true, and then just keeps going like that for the whole video, I'll have a lot of respect for it.
That's just the pretzel video. That's what he was just like, someone might think this is true, but that person would be incorrect if they were stupid. But in reality, Just, it's I don't know.
It's like Gandalf talking to Bilbo at the start of the Hobbit, and he's like, what does good morning mean?" Just like 50 different ways.
They're like, "There's a ring in Mordor," and they're like, "Except no, it's in Minas Tirith." And they're like, "But what is Minas Tirith? And why is there a necklace there?" And it just keeps like changing, and by the time the movies end, the evil takes over because or the ring got the ring necklace.
They're too busy discussing what the ring was.
They're too busy.
Sauron knew exactly what the ring was. So
the ring of power exists in the woods. Meta ethically doesn't matter.
That wasn't ever there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a funny scene of where like Gollum tries to take the ring away from Frodo. He's like, nothing matters really. Like Gollum gets really smart and like philosophical.
Here, you want to try it out? Have a go.
Yeah, Gollum's just like, why do you even need the ring? Like we are all gonna die anyways. Like who really cares? It's just like everything is subjective. I have the ring like as far as I'm concerned. So you might as well just give me the ring because like you having it doesn't really matter. Like what even is the ring? And then they just like Gollum just tries to argue, like philosophically argue the ring away from fucking Frodo.
It was this 4-hour philosophical conversation with this like starving, dying hobbit that he just convinces him to give up the ring and let him win.
Gosh, that actually sounds like a really good story.
That, yeah.
I was gonna say that sounds like a really good story.
So good.
If you had like a very short establishing scene of like one character wants the ring, the other character doesn't want to give the other character the ring, but they've been like wandering through the desert, and it's just like Zuko alone. But, like, it's just two people, and one of them wants the ring and tries to philosophically argue the other one into, like, submission. That sounds really, really fucking funny.
They could do it
great.
Like a 4-hour-long two-shot where they're both just sitting there. The camera angle doesn't even change.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
I would.
If they did that as a one take, that might be the most impressive movie ever. It would be great.
It would be good. It would be good. Dare I say it objectively, as assuming it was written well.
Absolutely.
On forever. And yes, you are right. Except you aren't. If that was the case, then Terraria and Minecraft are the same game too, right? Of course it doesn't. And that's the point I'm trying to prove about the current version of Minecraft.
Also, yes, that is in fact a straw man. For anyone keeping track in chat, that was just a straw man.
Version of Minecraft, and the old version of Minecraft I played, the infamous Minecraft Beta 1.7.
I thought you said you hadn't played it.
I think he played it as part of this video, maybe?
I played.
He wrote the intro, and then he spent 20 hours in beta, and now he's coming back to us with the insights he's gained.
Before the music cut and after the music cut, that's just two different people. One of them has entirely different.
Yeah, these are not the same people.
It was not the same.
Not the same people.
Oh fuck. That's good.
Miss Minecraft Beta.
I just realized whenever we rank all of the videos we've covered for UFR at episode 50, whenever we do that, we're gonna have to get like everyone at least one person from every episode. And it's gonna be a big ass fucking UFR because like how like if you didn't if otherwise really all of the videos kind of existed in this vacuum if the people who witnessed them aren't present to rank them. They didn't really exist.
Yeah. It could just be you. You could just rank them on your own because you've seen them all, right?
Yeah, but like at that point maybe my wisdom teeth get pulled out and I'm not really smart, so we need to have like you and and some other people.
Okay.
1.7.3. Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 is considered the golden age of Minecraft. So what do I say?
Wait, did he just craft something incorrectly? Or am I missing? Look,
go back. Hold on.
Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 is considered the golden age.
He's trying to make a fence here.
He's trying, but he doesn't realize.
He doesn't.
I think the fence gate. The fence recipe has changed over time, right? He might have been doing the right one from like some version.
That's like the new version, isn't it? The old version, I think, was just wood or just sticks. I don't even remember. It's been so long.
It was sticks. It was 6 sticks at some point, and now I think, and at some other point, or maybe now it was 4 wood and with sticks in the middle. I think.
Yeah, I think this is this is we're catching him live, experiencing why old Minecraft is not better.
1.7, the fences were just 6 sticks horizontally.
Yeah, so this is footage of him figuring out
So
the lows of beta Minecraft.
Yeah. The lows?
Yeah, the fact that the fence recipe changed. It's the worst. It's the worst thing.
It was simpler in the past.
It was simpler.
I still don't know how to make it in modern Minecraft. I always end up with fence gates instead.
Yeah, it probably does make more.
You could make.
Sorry, yeah.
If it's all sticks, that's like because 2 wood makes 4 sticks, right? So that I think that is more fence gates if it's all sticks, or more pieces of fence.
But it used to make 2.
Unless
now
it gives you like 3 fences. Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember though.
I don't know if there were fence gates in beta 1.
There were not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't think not in 1.7.3, but at some point there are fence gates.
They were added not
too long afterwards.
Not too recently. They've been there a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
So why do I say that this version of Minecraft is worse? Well, to be honest, it isn't.
What?
Can we get a counter? Can we get a counter on stream?
We need a counter for all these fucking twists,
hold
dude.
on. Let me make something real
the
quick.
Third bait and switch.
No, it's 4.
That thing I was arguing for, I lied.
That's 4. That's not 3. That's 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've missed one then.
I'm pretty sure that's 4. Yeah.
You can consider. You can consider my expectations subverted. It's actually a great video.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson sitting in the corner like cinema. Yes, this is what I wanted.
Absolutely.
Hold on, I have to add the picture, or I have to add text on the screen real quick. Apologies. Wait, what the fuck? Ah, fuck, I'm stupid. No! Talk about something while I add this counter. This is important.
I will have to make a short of this video where it's just every bait statement.
That
would be
have you ever
ding counter from CinemaSins?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys played Pikmin 2 for
I've never
the
played
GameCube?
Pikmin.
I've played Pikmin 3.
What? That's pretty good, but Pikmin 2, let me tell you, that's where it's at. That's the true classic. It's kind of jank. It's kind of bad on some measures, but it's my favorite one to this day.
What do you like about it?
Well, you can there's lots of dungeon crawling, and they're like randomly generated dungeons, which means they're janky and weird a lot of the time. Sometimes they're just impossible.
Right.
But then you have to reset the game and generate a new one. But it is a lot of fun. It does mean it's the most replayable one. It's got like balance issues, like the whole thing where it doesn't really matter like how much time the day takes, because the underground is where you spend most of the game. And the time doesn't move when you're underground, as we all know. So it's
that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
What even is a Pikmin, by the way? Are they like, what's the lore
They're
there?
little carrot guys. They're little carrot guys you pluck out of the ground, and they go and they pick stuff up for you and fight your battles and stuff.
They're native to the planet though, because he's like a space guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he crash lands on it's actually Earth, but like far in the future, so everything's like evolved differently and everything's weird. But it's
little Pikmin dudes running around.
It has been done.
Yeah. And the Pikmin, they're it's kind of interesting because they're they have no guidance without a captain to command them. So they need a guy to come from another planet to command them and make them more intelligent and make them useful.
Right.
Which is you could interpret that as some very, very strange ways.
You could take it a few ways, yeah.
Yeah. He came and he civilized them is what he did. Yeah, but they're written, they're happy about it. The Pikmin are very happy to be under people's servants and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It's just like a nice little RTS. It's like technically an RTS, but it's got none of the difficult, weird things that RTSs usually have that at least make me not want to play them. So
I feel that.
Your APM doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, so yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's what turned me off of Mindustry. Mindustry's a really good game, but I don't want to play it because Like I wish I could like start the wave whenever I wanted, instead of like them constantly coming and breaking everything I've built, and just makes me sad. And that's like a skill issue, and I'm more than willing to admit that, but it does make me not want to play that game.
Yeah. Pikmin's very exploratory. You're more so going around the world and finding things. There's no, I mean, you don't build anything really, so don't have to worry about that.
Anyways, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Believing this version was worse was my original thought process.
Okay, wait, hold on. We need to.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it isn't. Me believing this version was worse was my original thought process going into my first playthrough of beta 1.7.3. I can genuinely say that I could play this version of Minecraft in one sitting longer than I can play any modern version of Minecraft in one sitting.
What the fuck? You can't do this to me. Do you know who I am?
So old Minecraft is better. It's just not even the same. It's just he's shipping Theseus the whole fucking video.
What the fuck?
Yeah, is this even the same video anymore?
Yeah. If I watch this video in a vacuum, like what the fuck is this? What are we doing?
It will become a coherent point, I believe.
This version of the game feels better than the modern, more colorful, more dynamic, and intricate than the version.
I think it is objectively not more colorful, actually. I'll push back on that. I'll give modern Minecraft
colorful,
one thing.
But the grass specifically is less like washed out in this version, and that does contribute to making it a lot nicer to look at, I think.
That's true.
Modern, more colorful, more dynamic, and intricate than the version we have all been playing since about 1.13.
What does he mean when he says the game is more dynamic?
I could not tell you, because I think it's actually, it might be objectively less dynamic.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Like more monsters and stuff.
I just don't know what makes a game, what does it mean for a game to be dynamic, genuinely? I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to figure that out in my head as I say the sentence. Like,
my first thing was like, oh, maybe it's the number of permutations that can happen between the different systems.
Yeah, but in that case, then modern Minecraft just easily wins out because there's just so many more mobs and like things going on and items and everything. So
yeah,
maybe it's the number of interactions that actually occur on a regular basis then.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Of a process or system characterized by constant change, activity, or progress.
Oh, well then... fuck. How the fuck do you objectify dynamicism? Dynamicism? That's probably a word.
Probably like interaction between systems in the world.
Well then, yeah, modern Minecraft just has more systems, so this can't be more dynamic by definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could argue for like the quality of
those
the dynamics.
Yeah, but that's not what he's saying. He just says more.
This version of the game feels better than the modern, more colorful, more dynamic.
Also, I hate it when people say things feel better and they don't explain what they mean.
Well, he'll get
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, it bothers me.
It might be a rude thing to allege here, but he might just be saying it's more dynamic because he's seen other videos where people call something dynamic and it's like a good thing.
PurpleColonel, are you
like this is just a stand-in for the word good?
Are you seriously suggesting that people hear other bad video essays and then they see the view count, or they like that video and they're like, I want to do that, and then that perpetuates throughout YouTube, and we should push back against bad script writing things like this?
I think this might be the case. It might be, maybe just here, but I think it might happen.
Maybe just here is crazy.
This is the only
maybe this is the only time anyone's ever picked up something bad from another video. Yeah, but it might be something that happens more frequently.
Is Minecraft more dynamic in a forest?
Sleepy Cabbage says he thinks
there could be bears coming. You don't know what's going on in the forest.
Sorry, yeah, Alan?
So you think it might he might mean that you're forced to be more creative with the resources you have due to limitations, but
how is that dynamic? That doesn't mean,
I don't know.
That doesn't mean dynamic.
But he could mean that.
In a vacuum, do your feelings exist? Chat's funny today. Chat's fucking making me giggle today. I think it's just a pretzel video that just elicits funny out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Better than the modern, more colorful, more dynamic, and intricate than the version we have all been playing since about 1.13. The sounds are stronger, the grass and dirt are crunchy.
Wait, so what about the versions between 1.7.3 and 1.13? What then? Is that just the best version, or what does he think about? Why does he just arbitrarily draw? Like, I know why he might draw that cutoff there, because I also draw a similar cutoff there, but that's... I know why I do. I don't know why he does.
I couldn't... Has he played these versions between them at all, or?
Well, he said he started off playing Xbox and when he was 8, so I presume he was 8 before, like, what, 2018?
I guess so, yeah. I could not tell you. That's very...
Stop looking at chat. Chat's too... Fuck. Shit. It's too funny. I can't...
You just...
It's just... There's just too many good fucking...
I know. If you play the more colorful, more dynamic again, I'm gonna lose it.
More
he
dynamic.
keeps... It reminds me, 200 times the color.
200
times the dynamicism.
Then Fallout 4.
And intricate than the version we have all been playing.
30 times the intricacy.
The sounds are stronger, the grass and dirt are crunchier, the animals are louder. Just listen to...
What?
The animals are louder.
Crunchier.
What?
He's right on, like, most of these things, I feel, though.
What?
The animals are louder. The dirt certainly is crunch. A lot of the sounds are more, like, gritty in the older version.
I agree. I just think it's funny.
Are they? I've never
feel more compressed or something.
I like the old sound effects. I think the new sound effects are just, like, way too grounded and down to earth. But
the old ones are crunchier, maybe is a better word.
They changed, like, the door, I guess. Like, the door used to be super squeaky, so...
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but all the sounds are different.
Give me my squeaky door back.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
they changed all.
I remember when they changed all of the sounds. Also, someone in chat also pointed out, but, like, you could change the volume of things. Does he just mean, like, at the default volume, the animals are louder? Maybe he has his volume turned down because the animals are actually loud in the other. I've never thought of beta and been like, wow, the animals are so loud in that version.
Yeah. I don't. It's so strange. This is a very strange video so far.
Yuki in chat said this feels like a nostalgia-filled rant. Do you see the title of the video? It can't be. Also, he said he hadn't played the fucking old Minecraft until he made this video, so it can't be nostalgia. He literally said he hasn't.
Yeah.
I believe this man. I believe Appa. Hashtag
Is he
I
Appa?
believe.
Is that the channel?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me grab that real quick so I can remember. Yeah, APA 5, Appa 5.
Okay. I like Appa in The Last Airbender. He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a good character.
Yeah.
Proof that you don't need to speak to be a good character.
Mm-hmm.
Cheer. The animals are louder. Just listen to this clip of Danny by C418 inside of old Minecraft.
What?
Now
why did he do that? Why did he... Was that for the clip? Or did he record that footage, like, specifically? Or was that, like, normal gameplay? And if it's the latter, like, why did you walk into your house, get something, try to leave, and then go, wait a second, I need to, and then you leave again. Just an interesting clip.
In case the viewer has never played or heard Minecraft, this is just a little example to help you understand,
okay,
I think.
No, he was saying because he wanted us to hear the sounds of the door and, like, the things, because the sounds are crunchy and loud, and the animals are loud, and, yeah.
Now I'll talk about the sound more later, but for now I'm going to shift this into another direction. What is that?
Does that count as a bait and switch again? That's dangerously close.
This is something like in your script. Sometimes you will get like, oh, I want to talk about. I talk about this a little bit to establish it at the start of the video, but I do actually want to talk about it more later when it makes more sense. And that's like a hard thing to deal with in script writing sometimes. So I can understand this, but the worst thing to do is to call attention to it by saying, oh, I'm going to keep telling you about the sounds later. Turn to page 47 if you wish to read more about the sound effects at this time.
If you're going to spend that time talking about how you're going to talk about it again in the future, I think you should just conclude your argument there. Like, use that time to finish what you were saying, and then...
Yeah.
And then just, you can call back to it later, instead of doing, like, half of the argument now and half of it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gave that a 0.5 on the bait and switch counter.
Okay.
That direction, you may be asking? Well, no direction. And that is...
Aoxy, I said that I don't think it is more colorful. Just throwing that out there.
Is exactly what gave this version of Minecraft charm in the first place. How does a Minecraft world go nowadays? You punch a tree, you make a house, you go mining until you have enough diamonds for a sword, pickaxe, and armor, and fight the Ender Dragon. Simple enough. I'm gonna blow the mind of some of the younger viewers here. Minecraft didn't always have an end. It used to not even have a nether either. So what...
Okay, well, it does in this version, so that's kind of a moot point. But...
Yeah.
I don't even... This sounds like he heard someone else say this, and he's regurgitating it. Because I know I've heard this exact sentence in, like, 5 other video essays about Minecraft.
You know?
Because it's an easy thing to do.
It kind of barely has a nether. Because the nether, you don't really do much in the nether in this version, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm playing it through right now, and I have not been to the nether for any extended period, so...
Oh yeah, the only reason you would go is for netherrack and glowstone and soul sand.
Yeah.
And if you need a lot of lava.
Yeah.
What did you do before, they may be asking? Nothing. Literally nothing.
Put drop shadows on your text, please. God, I can't read it. It just fucks with me. It's a pet peeve. Just put an effect on your text so that I can read it when it is against other colors, or make it a different color. Don't make it white and put it against the sky.
Yeah.
Also,
because Minecraft, he has like extremely low render distance here, and like no clouds. It's very strange looking.
Yeah.
It is very strange.
Either. So what did you do before, they may be asking?
It looks like Pocket Edition used to look like.
Oh, this is what it looked... Well, yeah, because it had to have low render distance because phones weren't powerful.
Yeah, because everyone's phone sucked, but it's very uncanny how similar it is, actually.
Yeah, it is very, very similar.
Looks like Herobrine's about to come out from the fog.
Yeah. Is that why? Is like so it looks like the Herobrine picture?
I doubt it. Maybe he just has a bad computer, okay? You don't know.
Yeah, maybe this is better for recording.
Maybe it's like Big Citrus, where his video editing software just kept crashing because he kept putting too many things on the screen.
Yeah, I would have added evidence, but my software was crashing.
Okay.
That's a top tier UFR quote. I would have added evidence to support my point, but my software keeps crashing.
You can't be too mean about the struggle, but it does also sound extremely much like an excuse. So
yeah.
Well, I mean,
he has a bad computer. That's not what I'm talking about, but
yeah,
it sounds like an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you do before, they may be asking? Nothing. Literally nothing. Minecraft used to charm itself into being a game where you made the world your own, and nowadays that still holds true.
Wait, no. What does it mean? What do you... Minecraft used to charm itself. What?
It used to charm you. It used to use dirty tactics to lure you into a false sense of enjoying it, I think.
What is
dirty tactic?
It used evil,
to seduce you?
Evil mind control tactics. It seduced you, yeah. It seduced you into playing it the way that Notch intended for you to play it, I think.
Yeah. Because I was...
Because it was charming.
Why did he say it used to charm itself? What does that mean?
I think he meant it like endear.
What is that?
Yeah.
It used to endear it, like, itself to you.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like, that's its charm point.
It's more standoffish. It's more confrontational now. Modern Minecraft. It's more standoffish in nature.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something.
Also, people used to do nothing in Minecraft. I don't know what he's talking about. People used to do a lot of things in old
maybe
Minecraft.
in Infdev or something, like the very early versions they made, it might have not done anything because you couldn't. But
Well, you could still build
I
things.
don't know.
People built fucking pixel art in classic Minecraft. Like people
That's
did
true.
things. I
Yeah.
don't know what he means by nothing.
Yeah.
Game where you made the world your own, and nowadays
That sounds like something. Making the world your own.
Yeah.
Sounds like something.
Well, yeah. That's. I think that. Well, what he's saying. Yeah. It used to be like just the bare bones of Minecraft and stuff. It would be more than enough to encourage you to like build houses and build grand structures and everything, right?
Yeah, like
I think that's the point he's trying to make.
yeah. When he says they used to do nothing, what he means is there used to not be a strict progression past getting diamonds. But he didn't say that. He said people used to do nothing, which is just false.
Yeah,
So I just don't know why he said that.
It's just a very strange way to phrase it, or just a bad way to talk about it.
Minecraft used to charm itself into being a game where you made the world your own, and nowadays that still holds true. But I'm sure many people do not feel like they have finished.
Wait, what? My brain. It's still true? Like, I keep my fuck. Oh fuck, my brain. Okay, so Minecraft people used to do no. People used to do nothing in Minecraft. And Minecraft used to charm itself into players enjoying and building the world in their own image. And it still does that. What?
It's still charming enough to make you build a grand castle or whatever else people used to do, but also you can get the ending, I think is what he means.
But then why did he say it used to? What's the point of saying something used to and then following up with it still does this? What does any of it mean? What is my brain, sentences, words. This isn't a minor spelling mistake. It's just like man, it's like when you notice like Sorry, yeah.
Sorry. Maybe this isn't a full script. Maybe he just wrote some notes and sort of off the cuff did the narration.
Maybe. He sounds very confident when he's speaking. It doesn't sound like he's it doesn't sound like
That's true.
It doesn't sound like me talking right now, you know.
Yeah.
What does Alan think?
Yeah, I think you should let him finish. I'm sure he'll wrap it all up into a nice bow and it all makes sense.
You know, you're so right.
Be asking. Nothing.
Nothing.
Literally nothing. Minecraft used to charm itself into being a game where you made the world your own, and nowadays that still holds true. But I'm sure many people do not feel like they have finished their Minecraft world until they have at least killed the Ender Dragon. Could you even imagine that for quite a while, Minecraft was a directionless game for the player, exploring not for the sake of finding something you know is there, but finding something that isn't. For example...
What the fuck? Also, that doesn't make any sense, and two, that's not even true. Because you absolutely do explore in old Minecraft to find things. You're just not finding things that have one specific intention. That's what I mean, right? Like, because this gets into a larger point, but I think it is good game design when things in video games do not have one use, but they can be used in multiple different situations. And Minecraft's old design meant that you could use a lot of different blocks not just for building and for construction, but also for like a specific purpose in a more practical, non-building, non-decorative way. And nowadays, there's a lot of blocks in Minecraft that serve one purpose, and it is just to build, or it is just to be a part of a crafting recipe. And that's just bloat, and it doesn't need to be in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's he's right, but it seems like maybe just modern Minecraft has made him think of it like, oh, there's just nothing to do in this one because there's no end goal, and he's like shocked that there's like a version of Minecraft where you're meant to just go around and like find things and sort of use the different tools to invent your own fun out of the game and stuff. I think.
It's Legos.
Yeah, but like people always talk about how like, oh, you can give. You give Minecraft the point, you know? It's a sandbox game, so if you don't like sprinting, just don't sprint. And it's like, no, things like the end, things like sprinting, things like hunger, especially hunger, those are intrusive. They permeate every part of the game. Because when I kill a wither skeleton and I get a wither skeleton skull, I go, what do I use this for? And then that opens up a bunch of like logical conclusions. It's not just like I have this item, I'm gonna ignore everything about it in favor of doing whatever the fuck I want. Like, that's not how people play games, and I don't think that's how, you know, damn it. I don't think that's how people should play games. Just ignoring, you know, conclusions that they may reach by exploring certain avenues. And if those conclusions are bad and badly designed, that is the game's fault.
Yeah, even if you can like force yourself to not engage with these things, then like, you know, that's still a mark against the quality of the game.
Yeah, it's you know PurpleColonel, it's just like the player bar at the top of the screen in every TF2 match.
It's like the gray bar.
Yeah, it's just like that because it is a blemish on the UI and it shouldn't be there. But if you ignore it, it's fine.
Listen, I think the gray bar is like a magenta flower in modern Minecraft. Okay, it's to the point where it's like there are more concrete examples if you want to make your point, and I think it's bizarre to fixate on the magenta flower. I think
I would probably more equate it to like the conduit. Actually, no, not the conduit's a bad example because you could place. Well, no, you can't. No, you can't place or no, it's not the conduit. The Heart of the Sea. The Heart of the Sea is an item only used in a crafting recipe, and it serves no other purpose. And and I think that is also indicative of a larger problem. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the Heart of the Sea specifically ruined Minecraft. You know, that's how I feel about the gray bar at the top of the screen.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to ever talk about the gray bar again because I talked to Richter about this like an off podcast too, and it's bad. It's every single time it's bad, and I feel terrible.
Not a seal zebra. I think that Richter's perspective of TF2, I think he's really like good. Not good. I think he has a lot of really good thoughts. I just don't think he understands how to convey arguments in order to convince people. Like I want to explain I want to sit him down. I want to explain to him like, this is how if you want other people to agree with you on things, you have to explain things in this way or in some way, I want to like do that because I feel because he always has really good ideas. It's just that he conveys them in like some of the weirdest ways possible. So everyone who disagrees with him is just sitting there like, what? and it makes me feel bad. The Heart of the Sea is a Reddit item. Thank you, chat.
It's a Reddit item.
This is what I mean. There is an example of what I mean. Like, he might have an idea with the Dragon's Fury. I just don't know what it is because he described it as a video essay item, and I don't know what that means.
What he means by that is that it's not actually any good, and people have tricked themselves into thinking it's good by making or watching video essays, I think.
I just think is crazy.
Not true, so.
Well, I thought he meant that the Dragon's Fury was an item that was built for video essays about it. That's what I thought he was saying.
I have no idea. I mean, this is the whole problem, I guess, is we have no idea.
We have no idea, and he didn't want to explain what it was.
Even means.
Yeah. If only Richter were here.
I don't know. Yeah, I tried to ask him if he wanted to be on it because we were playing Worms, and he said no. So because he doesn't have anything to say about Minecraft.
It's just not true. He sent me a fucking picture about whatever. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
It's good.
Directionless game for the player, exploring not for the sake of finding something you know is there, but finding something that isn't. For example, in the world I used, my exploration took me not too far from my house in the long term. But with the really low render distances version had, and the tightness of...
Okay, well that's just you. Like, you can turn the render
Yeah, you
distance
can.
up.
You pressed F at the start of the game or something and didn't know you can put it back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Of the fog, it made it seem creepy to others, and truthfully it is.
And for the record, I actually do like... I think that they're... See, this is what I mean, right? Turning your render distance up or down in modern Minecraft is basically entirely a performance thing, a performance decision.
Yeah.
But in old versions of Minecraft, that changes the atmosphere of the game because of the way it's stylized. It also helps with your performance. It's an example of like, oh, this thing has two. It's like the director tip where it's like, oh, every scene in a movie should accomplish at least two things, and if you're really good, it should accomplish more than that. It's kind of like that.
I don't know if Notch like intended for it to be like an atmosphere thing, but that's like even just the design of Minecraft, like it used to lend itself to these interesting sort of like side grade kind of ideas and things that come out of the. There's like it's like an immersive sim sort of thing, but for like Notch as he's making the game, where there's like these unintended consequences that make it all work better.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I do think it is important. It's yeah. Chat's still going on about forests, by the way.
If there's fog if you can't see the forest and there's Minecraft in the forest but your render distance is too low that you can't see Minecraft in the forest, then does the forest exist at all? And moreover, does that Minecraft exist at all?
Does that Minecraft? No, Minecraft doesn't exist if it hasn't been loaded. If the chunk it's in hasn't been loaded in yet.
Yeah, is an unloaded chunk Minecraft? Does that count definitionally for Minecraft?
No, it can't count. It hasn't been loaded yet.
Okay.
Do I perceive it? No.
That's true, I guess.
What's happened? What's he talking about? I went and got water.
We were talking about how the fog in old versions of Minecraft, like turning down your render distance, has only really a performance impact in modern versions of the game. But in old versions of the game, because of the way the fog works and the way it's aesthetically presented, you could argue that turning down your render distance could also just be an aesthetic choice, and it doesn't actually have to be performance based. And I think that's an improvement that older versions make to the game.
I agree, and that's something that Better Than Adventure does pretty well too.
Mm-hmm.
It has kind of like a weather system, so sometimes it'll just get foggy, and you'll be like, "Why did I accidentally hit F?"
Yeah, but
did
it's
I
like
turn on the fog?
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like the fog. It's cool. I kind of wish that there was
My problem with that is that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you go.
I was gonna say I kind of wish that during foggy days or nights, like one different enemy would show up. Like Reindev has the Wendigo, which is an enemy that is invisible, and you can only hear its footsteps and see the footsteps on the ground, like bloody footsteps on the ground, and it's like super fucking off-putting because it only spawns once in a while, and then when you hit it, it's like this fucking monstrosity that moves really weird, and gives you like a useful item for progression. But I really like that, and I wish that there was something like that in Better Than Adventure, because that's probably one of my favorite parts of Reindev is the existence of the Wendigo.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I recommend.
They don't want to scare you in new Minecraft. It's sad. Well, I guess the warden's pretty scary, but most of it doesn't bother.
The warden is like it. The Wendigo is like the warden, but if it were above ground and could just spawn at any moment. Well, not at any moment, but at night. But yeah. Also, hold on. I want to send you a video that put me on to. There's a guy who I subscribe to who makes really good videos, and I want to send his video about Reindev in the chat so you and everyone else can see it. Go watch and subscribe to this person. He makes good fucking videos, and he's also a friend of mine. I say he's a friend. I know about him, and he makes good videos.
Me and Obama.
Angus Chondo. That's a great username.
It's fucking great. I love his username. He also has a really cool editing style and just general art style for his videos. Mods, ban that guy. He's spamming. Can we get him on the SMP? I tried to get him on the SMP. He said he was busy with things. So unfortunately he couldn't, but he did say good luck.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Things and stuff.
Let's continue.
Example, in the world I used, my exploration took me not too far.
Oh wait, Purple, did you ever actually say what you were going to say?
No.
Oh, about the fog and better than adventure. I think I was gonna say that it's it makes the colors like desaturated and it made my yellow brick road look bad and it made me sad.
Yeah, and therefore it should be removed. That's because it made you feel bad, and that's no good.
Exactly, it's an objectively bad feature, actually.
Yeah,
Subjectively for me, but because I'm the only, I subscribe to the single mind theory, where everyone else is not real, and I'm the only real consciousness. So it's actually objectively bad. If I think it's subjectively bad.
That's true. That's exactly what everyone in this room believes.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that's pretty rare. People tell me that I'm weird for thinking this.
Well, no, because as you mentioned, everyone operates under one consciousness. So I do agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, but finding something that isn't. For example, in the world I used, my exploration took me not too far from my house in the long term.
Oh no, those items despawned. That's so sad.
Oh.
The really low render distances version had, and the tightness of the fog, it made it seem creepy to others, and truthfully it is, but it's also beautiful. You could walk 200 blocks.
Why did you put the text on this? Was it necessary?
That's one good change in modern Minecraft is the boats drop.
That's true. Also stackable food.
There's a couple things this guy does. He keeps saying like, and people think this, and also it's true. And it's like you can just say it's true. We don't need to know that other people agree that it's true every time.
I agree, and also it's true. What you just said.
People agree, and it's true.
We agree.
Yeah.
You could walk 200 blocks away from your house and feel like you're in a different world. Walk 200 blocks away from your house in modern Minecraft, and you can still see your giant beacon in the 200 block tall mob farm beaming into the sky like you're signaling a flare.
That's my favorite part of the video so far because he's entirely correct. I have not won. I don't think since playing modern Minecraft, like post 1.13, I don't think I've ever once gotten lost. I used to get lost all the fucking time when I used to play older versions of Minecraft, and I still get lost playing Better Than Adventure. Even when I have a compass, I have to think about where I am. Whereas in newer versions of Minecraft, I never forget where I am because everything looks very, very distinct.
The world generation is honestly, I feel like the world generation is overall better in the modern game. I like it a lot more. I like the big mountains and everything and the caves, but I do think there's a lot of soul and a lot of identity that's been left behind in getting rid of that. And the various in between versions though are just kind of bad as well. So
my issue with the newer terrain generation is that they lack a lot of terrain that would be fun to build into. That's
true.
Like older versions of Minecraft, the reason why it was much more common to build a cave house where you dug into the house and you put the crafting table in the furnace, and a lot of people still do that. But if you want to do that now, you kind of have to dig past a bunch of layers of dirt because sheer cliffs and flat sides to the mountains just aren't very common. So you get these very odd looking cave houses as opposed to the older game, which had very sharp cliffs that you could dig into very easily. And I do think that was by design. And I wish it hadn't. I wish that had not changed.
Yeah, it might be cool if they added like beta style biomes to modern Minecraft, where if you go over the horizon, it's just this area is generated like old Minecraft or something. That would be
sexy as fuck. Actually, that's actually a fucking banger idea. Just to have a biome and just have you never have to acknowledge it in a meta sense, but also the idea that there's this biome that's just the beta biome. Someone pointing out Sky Islands as well. That was also a thing that existed in older Minecraft and isn't really in newer versions.
Yeah, that really. I love the fucking Sky Islands and old stuff. There's just it's always something crazy, some crazy hang off and whatever, and just or just sometimes full on islands that are floating there, and that was always really cool.
That's what I
The
mean.
new generation is almost too realistic, where you don't have any of the wacky stuff usually.
Yeah, it doesn't lend itself to creativity or experimentation. It just looks like a place.
Yeah, I do think it's like infinitely better than it was for the longest time. Like post release, all the way up to whenever they did Caves and Cliffs, like that version was like samey and it was terrible, and none of it was good or fun to play on at all. So
I think Caves and Cliffs made it better, and I do like the caves and the cliffs. But
I like that a lot.
Why is there so much copper?
Well, I mean that's a separate issue. Okay? I do hate the copper.
I hate all.
It kind of ruins like a lot of the way the game progresses from that update, though.
I hate all of the new fucking ore generation. I just want to throw something.
Yeah, the ore generation is stupid. I just like the raw like terrain generation though. I think with all the crazy mountains and all the biomes are more distinct. I like that a lot.
I like it too. Although I also have I like them for different reasons.
Okay.
That and beta generation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like the beta stuff as well. It's just that there was like I want to say like 6 to 10 year period. I have no idea, but a very long time it was just terrible. So I'm glad it's not as wacky,
but it also wasn't cool.
Yeah, it was neither. It was just boring. So, yeah.
And that's not to diss on modern Minecraft. Far from it. It's impressive to see how far the game has come in all these years.
This is not an example.
Yeah.
This is just the this is just the high.
This is a game built in the Minecraft engine.
This is the Hypixel lobby, and also you could build something very similar to this with beta blocks. I'm not gonna say like this because you don't have terracotta, and a lot of modern building relies on terracotta. But you could definitely build something very similar to this.
But the game nowadays
I
is
would have
not
shown
the game it was
the ocean
baseline
monument
of.
on screen.
I would have shown
as an example of an epic thing from modern Minecraft. If you want to show that,
that's a good example.
See how far the game
or an in city.
Yeah.
To diss on modern Minecraft. Far from it. It's impressive to see how far the game has come in all these years. But the game nowadays is not the game it was the baseline of. I need y'all to hear me out on this one. Beta 1.7.3 was not the vision for Minecraft.
You misspelled vision. Video's garbage.
Did he?
You misspelled vision.
How dare he?
Beta 1.7.3 was not the vision.
Bison.
Oh, it's not showing it on my screen. Shoot. How did he spell it?
Bison.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like
it does happen. It happens.
Nah, video's over.
You gotta.
What the fuck are we doing?
You do gotta check for that.
No.
I try to check for that 3 times because people still comment on one of my videos about a word I spelled wrong. It haunts me.
The game nowadays is not the game it was the baseline of. I need y'all to hear me out on this one. Beta 1.7.3 was not the vision for Minecraft. It was the foundation. A lot of people miss one key word when I say beta Minecraft. We have focused on the Minecraft part, but we have not focused on that part that says beta.
No, okay, so... Sorry, I'm eating. Okay, so... What he's missing is... When people say beta Minecraft is the best version of Minecraft, and therefore it's like the definitive version, what they mean is... There is a distinctive difference in... Like, they're not talking about beta 1.8, which is a beta version, right? The reason why the cutoff is drawn at beta 1.7.3 is that is when there is a clear difference in the game design philosophy. Because the game, once you add things like hunger, once you add things like sprinting, once you add things like the end, and other elements like that, you have changed the identity of Minecraft, where it is no longer a game about creation, or experimentation, or... making your own adventure. It becomes the adventure the game has made for you, and that is the difference that is being identified when people say that this is the definitive version of what Minecraft is supposed to be. That is what people mean, and that's what's being missed by this statement.
I look at these things as like a death of the author thing. I think specifically for Minecraft, Microsoft like murdered Notch in his sleep. And he's like no longer involved, so like his vision is not even part of the game anymore, and hasn't been for like a decade. So I don't know whose vision he thinks it is, who is like being executed properly or anything.
Notch, who's Notch?
But yeah, exactly. You can't be in the we can't have a Notch apple anymore. We can't have any of this, or you can't be in an achievement.
You can't be in the credits.
Yeah, that's super dirty to do. Is to take him fully out of like the credits. That's fucked up.
I think it's really fucked up.
Yeah, it's I don't. It's for me. It's also like listen, Star Wars. Okay, our collective, all of us, our favorite franchise.
Yes.
The original Star Wars movies. They were not George Lucas's vision, clearly, because, or at least they weren't always his vision, because he went back and he added like CGI monsters to them and stuff that look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people can still prefer the original Star Wars that like won Academy Awards and stuff with its like own effects and things. And I think I do. I think it's a way better and more cohesive movie that way. So it's like, yeah. I don't think that like the vision, the intended vision of like one guy doesn't really matter to me more than the actual thing itself.
Yeah, I don't really care about like what the person intended. That's not what I mean. It's more just like when you build a game with a certain foundation, and then you change it.
Oh yeah,
that's like you're gonna have to do. You have sacrificed a version of the game, and like we're seeing what that version. What modern Minecraft is what 1.8 started and taken to the nth degree, where it's this game that has a lot of really cool and interesting ideas, but the developers don't want to commit to it because it might contradict the foundation too much, and people have gotten used to that foundation, you know. So
yeah.
So they don't want to contradict that.
People have said it before, but the creeper just would not be added. It rocks the boat too much if in version like 1.23 they added a mob that like blows up your stuff. Like it just would not be added, even though it's like the face of the whole game and the whole franchise and everything now.
Well, so. Yeah, because the creeper was the antagonist, or was seen as the antagonist in older versions of the game, because it was the one thing that could without your consent destroy shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, that's kind of an afterthought, because creepers are basically a non-threat, and if one sneaks up on you, you can just hit the shift key and hit spacebar, and you're just away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's being missed, is like this original. When people say this original vision was lost, they're not talking about like, I don't really care if Notch came out tomorrow and was like, oh yeah, no, modern Minecraft's what I always wanted the game to be. I wouldn't just like be like, well, I guess beta Minecraft does suck. That's not what I'd say. It's not the point.
Yeah, I'm not saying you think that. I think that's more so what he's leaning to, is like the original vision is super important, and I guess hopefully he'll explain why he thinks so and stuff.
Hopefully.
It says beta. What is beta for a game? A beta of a game is described by Microsoft themselves as a, quote, early, playable, but incomplete version of a game. Incomplete, you say. So you're saying that 1.7.3 is incomplete? Yes, in fact, it's very incomplete.
Didn't you say that it was an entirely different game, like, at the beginning of this video?
Yeah, she did say that.
So how can it be an incomplete version of a game and also a completely separate game? Is that because if you want to lean toward every version of a game being a different game fundamentally, then you're gonna have to like commit to it. In which case, I don't even know what the point. Why did you say that, and why are you saying this? You know.
Well, if you interpret him saying that it's a different game to mean that it's just that like there are differences in between them, then like I guess that still works. And that seems to be what he's going with, but it's again just a very strange way to phrase it.
I agree. Also, Alan, what do you think?
I'm wondering if he's going to talk about how the fact that they've like when is a game truly complete?
Never.
I don't know if there's an answer.
Team Fortress 2 isn't truly complete. They haven't added enough banana hats. We need 5 more banana hats, and then the game will be done.
You know what? They used to not be the case, and this is I'm working on a video on this topic, sort of in the background. But there's well, not right now. Yeah, you know what I mean. But games used to just be done. Like, fuck it, you play Half-Life 1. They did, like, change Half-Life 1 relatively recently with, like, an update, but it did not change many things. It changed how, like, the grenades work and whatever, and a couple of, like, quality of life things.
Yeah.
The game has been, like, done since 1998 when it released, and it was like, just a finished product.
Yeah.
And we've been able to talk about it as if it's, like, a finished product. It's not, like, this meta thing that keeps changing that we have to analyze, like, every version of it and stuff. That's, like, a horrible pain.
Yeah.
And it's it's just one of the things I hate about the changing landscape of the game industry. So that nothing's ever done.
Yeah, release it now, patch it later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree. I don't really have anything else to add.
That's sort of Minecraft's fault, is because they realize that you can just release a game that is in beta and stuff, and people will still buy it if it's interesting enough. Which Notch did that because he wanted like feedback on it actively, right? It's not like a bad thing for Minecraft, but it's become a horrible thing for like Fallout 76.
Well, it was
and other games.
It was unfortunate because Notch just did what every indie developer. There weren't very many indie developers, but all of them were doing that. Like Dwarf Fortress was doing that. Dwarf Fortress still is doing that. Where it was just the thing to do. Where with every piece of software that was made by like a small group of people, you just continuously improved upon it, and that's what Minecraft was. The difference is Minecraft got fucking huge. So all the developers saw the success of that and saw that the gaming consumer base was excited for new Minecraft updates and thought, oh, we could just do that. And now they, they're trying to drum up excitement for, Overwatch Season 16, which will have the 6v6 return because they realized, oh, shit, that was a mistake. And it's like Alan really be introspective.
If you mess something up and then you bring it back later, then you can re-announce it as a new feature and get people hyped for it again.
Yeah, like I can't wait till they add the sprinting toggle. That's to Minecraft. That's gonna be my favorite new feature.
Amazing.
Also, I meant to cover this, but Not a Seal Zebra said earlier, super chatted $5 and said that Caves and Cliffs was a massive overcorrection. And I tend to agree, although I'm of the opinion that there should never have been a cave update in the first place. And I think people clamoring for one was like they were, if they were going to update the caves, they shouldn't have been that. They should have just, added like some extra new caves. Don't change the old ones because the old ones were fine, and people saying otherwise are, it's kind of iffy. Like Like Mojang's response to people saying like, "Oh, the overworld's changed so much, so why don't they change the underground to the same degree?" Mojang saw that and was just like, "What if we doubled the height of the underground and made it where every single ore had its own layer? Wouldn't that be great?" And they didn't think any further about how that would work. And now I can literally, I refuse to play modern versions of Minecraft, because if I have to fucking dig 30 blocks down to find one vein of coal, I'm going to shoot something.
Well, isn't it like iron or something is like mostly in the mountains and shit? Like you can't even find it in the caves for some reason?
It's something like that. I don't know, because I stopped. Once I learned that's how it worked, I was like, oh, I never want to play this version. Because like,
it's been a horrible pain, honestly, every time I tried it, so...
They just wanted to make they wanted to make strip mining less powerful, but in that quest they decided to make mining just not fun, by making it a tedious, grindy mess of a task, where people are just going to go to their local village and/or sunken treasure chest and get diamonds that way instead because it's easier. Also,
I do think they should have just kept the old caves to some degree, like sort of. Maybe like to a greater extent than the idea I had earlier for the biomes on the surface. Like they could have the beta biome, but they could have like the beta caves, and like the new caves might branch out of the old like classic normal caves and stuff. That could have been a better way to go about it.
I'm fine with new caves existing. It's just like, don't replace the old caves entirely, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, Not a Seal Zebra also super chatted another $2 and said TF2 should have stopped updating in 2015. And from everything that I know, I probably agree.
Except the Dragon's Fury.
Except they probably should have. They can fix the spy bugs, pyro bugs that they fixed in Jungle Inferno, and they can add the Dragon's Fury. Everything else we can throw out the window. Actually, yeah, that's good.
And heavy players, they really like the banana. I hear.
Yeah, actually, we can keep the banana as well. That would be an interesting.
We don't need the thermal thruster.
That would be an interesting concept for a UFR where we should do that. We might have to do that next week if because that would be a non-video UFR, but it sounds really interesting. If we like all got together, PurpleColonel could not be here for this UFR, but if we all got together and we said like what if we could make the perfect version of TF2, what would we all put into it and take out of it to make like the ideal TF2 version, and with the caveat being we can't add or remove anything that wasn't already in the game at some point in some version. That would be a really cool UFR to see like how we all, get to that point, what our ideal version of TF2 would be.
My ideal is a single player game where you play as the spy, and you go and you backstab people and trick stab them and get sick trick stabs on them all.
Spy is basically a single player game if you just pick them on the class selection sheet. Like, you don't have to really interact with. TF2 really is a single player game if you really think about it. Like, you don't know those other players exist. So like in a vacuum, do they really exist?
If you play a game in the woods with just yourself, it's only you on your computer and your Ethernet in the woods, and you don't cognitize the existence of other people. If you sit in Plato's cave in the woods, and you only see the shadows of the other players on the wall of the cave, then do those other players exist at all, and are they real people? And to what degree do you know that they are real people?
I think that if I play a game, no one else really exists, and everyone else is an AI, which is also how I go through real life, which makes all of the crimes that I commit much easier on my mental state.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I should try that. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel very bad about these crimes I've been committing, honestly.
Yeah, you feel like bad because those people had like lives and families, and they had their own independent like series of thoughts and motivations. And it's like that. It makes it so much easier if you just pretend that, like, they're NPCs.
Okay, I should really try that. Yeah, I'll try that out next time.
If a medic drops an Uber instead of popping it, did he really have an Uber? No, yeah, he only had the potential, like, subjective thought, really, or like there were atoms that might have resembled pixels, that might have resembled the idea of a bar that has an Uber, but like it wasn't, it never really existed.
That's true. In effect, he had no Uber at all.
What does Alan think about this?
Yeah, what does Alan think?
Alan, you have no excuse. It's 10 a.m. You cannot be falling asleep.
I'm doing a puzzle.
Why are you doing a puzzle?
What?
No, like a metal hand, like a physical puzzle.
Oh, like one of those fidget things?
Like that, but it's a puzzle. Yeah, it's like a fidget toy, but it's like a solution. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fidget toy with an end goal.
What's your favorite?
Just like modern Minecraft.
What's your favorite? That's true.
Let me sleep. It's fucking. It's getting late, man.
Yeah, no, it's getting late. It's 10 in the morning.
10 a.m.
Ooh, man, ooh.
Incomplete version of a game. Incomplete, you say? So you're saying that 1.7.3 is incomplete? Yes, in fact, it's very incomplete. I want you to think about all the basic necessities of Minecraft.
Is it possible to be more or less incomplete than something else when you don't know what the final product is? Because he's clearly going with the beta Minecraft was a separate idea, like it was separate. It was a separate thought. How do you know how incomplete? Does he mean? Okay, wait. Maybe he means. I'm trying to work this out. Sorry. Maybe he means that it's very incomplete compared to modern Minecraft. In which case, I'd agree, but that contradicts his earlier statement about it being a different game. So I don't know what he means.
Yeah.
That's kind of the issue I have with most of this video, is that I don't know what he means when he says words.
It's true. It's very. Yeah, it makes it hard to understand any of it.
We agree.
It's like earlier, when is something complete?
Yeah. If something is completed in a forest.
Is it really complete at all?
Is it? Does the forest even exist? Is maybe do you think the game The Forest, like the survival horror game, do you think that came from this conversation? Like they were just joking about, like maybe that's how the developers came up with the idea, was they were just going through and they were like, if something happens at a forest, did it really happen? And they were like, what if the forest was like a hellhole where fucking monsters existed and that's why nothing happens there? And then they made the forest.
Maybe. I do think the forest definitely came from Minecraft, so
that's true.
It could be. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why Minecraft isn't complete. It hadn't yet evolved.
Become the forest.
Blossomed like a butterfly into the forest.
Yeah. Into vintage story.
Someday they'll add the cannibals any update now, and we'll see that it was always meant to be the forest.
Gosh, could you imagine? Oh fuck. If there was like an Elon Musk takes over X situation, but for like Mojang, and like whoever takes over Minecraft just is like, fuck it, throw it all out the window. The game is more of a horror game now than it's ever been. They just adds fucking Freddy Krueger, battle pass system. That would be fucking.
Yeah, it turns into Dead by Daylight. Oh my god.
People would immediately just start mass downloading older versions of the game. Like we cannot lose these. We need them. It's important.
We need these.
We hold them sacred.
That's it's terrifying. It's terrifying that can happen to any company in the world. I guess now they can just be like bought up and destroyed by some crazy person if they want it to.
That's good.
We live in a stable and functional planet here.
Really a fault of capitalism, if you ask me. Capitalism is when money things, yeah.
That might be a deeper and more annoying conversation than we want to have on UFR.
That's fair.
Perhaps.
Think about all the basic necessities of Minecraft today, the things that you don't notice. I'm sure you hold down the right click in a crafting table to speed up the crafting system. In beta 1.7.3,
that's just mistimed your text. I'm sorry. That's another mark on your rubric.
See me after class.
See me after class.
In a crafting table to speed up the crafting system. In beta 1.7.3, that did not exist. I'm sure you will walk on your plants when you're farming. In beta 1.7.3, that did not exist.
Well, no, you can walk on your plants. They just might break. Also, if you hold down shift, they won't break. It's impossible. So there's that. Also,
the
holding down right click is just like speedcraft is just a better system. I that's like one of those things where it's like, oh, that just hadn't been figured out yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about what does hold down right click do? I know about shift and stuff.
It distributes your items. So if you have like 2 sticks and you hold down right click and drag your mouse, it distributes the 2 sticks over 2 spaces.
Oh, I think shift does that as well. I always just use shift for it, I guess. I didn't know right click.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know you could use. Yeah.
Your inventory is full of food in your survival world once you get a farm.
Angel, our elusive third host of UFR, is in chat and said, "Symptoms of late stage capitalism. Minecraft is shit now." Frowny face. Someone else.
That's how you know.
Meteoritos also said we need Travis Scott concert in Minecraft, and I agree with that.
Absolutely, that's what I think everyone can agree it's missing. Really.
Oh, we really need the Travis Scott item in the Minecraft that is used to fight one boss. That gives you an item that is purely cosmetic and has no practical benefit in the game.
Gives you his album and a note block player and music box. What the hell? Jukebox.
Jukebox, yeah.
Farm started.
Can you imagine you're in 2012 beta Minecraft and the fog is there, you have a bad PC, so you've got the thick fog and you walk through the fog, it's so creepy, and then this fucking Travis Scott is just on the horizon playing a concert with all the Fortnite people.
Yeah. Just start hearing fucking my eyes in the distance. Just antidote. Just you open up that window, and it just echoes through the fucking the world. That'd be beautiful.
Someone make that an edit right now.
7.3, that did not exist. I'm sure your inventory is full of food in your survival worlds once you get a farm started. So is your inventory in beta 1.7.3, and I'm sure you keep all of that same food stacked in quantities of 64. In beta 1...
What the fuck was that? Did you forget? Take a picture. You didn't have to make it. You didn't have to take the video of you opening your inventory. You see, because he had the picture of the inventory, and then
64.
And he closed his inventory and we used sand.
You could have just taken a picture, my guy.
If you're using Premiere Pro, there's a little button. You right-click on your clip, and you click Add Frame Hold, and it will turn that into basically an image. There's like some weird restrictions with it, but it will. It basically screenshots it, and it's really nice. It's very useful to do for situations like that.
In DaVinci, I have to right-click, and then I have to go to the color. I have to go to the color tab, and then right-click and make it into a frame, and then export the frame.
Oh.
Which takes a little bit longer.
I'm so sorry.
Frame, yeah, it's dog shit.
Okay, well that's. I know why they do it that way. It's so that you can edit that specific. You can edit that specific.
You could do
frame.
that. You could do that in Premiere as well. It could be better in DaVinci.
I know. I just understand why they did it that way.
You also don't have to deal with Adobe, so basically you're winning.
That's true.
You are still in the lead.
In the lead. In the
lead on editors.
Video editing software race, yeah.
Yeah.
Quantities of 64. In beta 1.7.3, that did not exist. You see what I'm getting at? This version, while nostalgic and fun, is annoying and slow to play. But
what the fuck?
Those are like the two examples I can think of.
Yeah, you listed. Because I think that you walking on your crops and fucking breaking them is actually a good mechanic.
Not even bad, yeah. And BTA does something really good with that, where if you're wearing leather.
Yeah, if you're wearing leather boots, then you can just walk on your crops all you want at the expense of having a different fucking resistance.
I kind of hate that, honestly. I just want to be able to walk on them. I don't get anything from being able to kill my crops. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it incentivizes you to put slabs over your water, and therefore so that you don't have to walk over them, or design your farm in a way where it's actually organic. Because I remember people would not design their farms with they wouldn't just make a square with one water in the middle. They would put lines of crops so that they could walk next to them and not break them, which I think is much more interesting personally.
That's true.
If you want to say it's annoying, fine. I'm not gonna die a tooth and nail on this hill. I like it.
Yeah. Honestly, I still do the slabs in the middle thing anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
just because it looks better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. No. I think that you mentioned the three things that are bad about beta 1.7.3. With no argument, or sorry, the two things. I think there is an argument for the crops, but you mentioned the two things that I would have issue with, but everything else is just everything else is just better. At the very least, arguably better.
Minecraft beta is supposed to be slow for the two people who love beta Minecraft that are still watching this video. Well, you two.
What? But you've
Did we skip something? What happened?
Hold on.
Quantities of 64. In beta 1.7.3, that did not exist. You see what I'm getting at? This version, while nostalgic and fun, is annoying and slow to play. But Minecraft beta is supposed to be slow for the two people who love beta Minecraft that are still watching this video.
What?
No, he's presenting a counter argument that he's gonna rebut.
This is a bait and switch?
I guess so. It could be.
Also, for the record, it's not nostalgic for you, because you said you hadn't played this version before.
Well, he's not saying for him. I think he's saying for...
Oh, so he said all of that, followed by for the two people who are still watching this video. Also, there's 3 people, and it's us.
Exactly.
I'll have you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you two, you are completely right. Beta is supposed to be slow, but as I said before...
But you said that. I didn't say... What? I didn't... What?
Levi, it's a video. He isn't literally talking to you.
No, shut up. That's not what I don't like it when people do that though, because it's like the you assume what my point would be, and you say it like to me, the viewer. It's not me. Like,
it's an MK Ultra strategy. He's like incepting it into your brain and making it so you think that you thought these things. It was your idea.
I didn't say that. Like, it wasn't me. Also, I'm referring to the chat during UFR now as the forest. Thank you, chat.
That's good.
The chat is now the forest, where everyone in the forest does and doesn't exist. But yeah, no. So, what was? Yeah, no. So he said that we said. What did we say? What is it that we said? Hold on. Let me go back one more time. I just
who love beta Minecraft that are still watching this video. But Minecraft beta is supposed to be slow for the 2 people who love beta Minecraft that are still watching this video. Well, you two, you are completely right. Beta is supposed to be slow, but as I said before,
it's supposed to be slower. I don't know if I would. It's slow comparatively to modern Minecraft. I don't know if I would describe it as slow. Like, overall, it's hard. Slow is relative. I don't know if I even... And also what you said, like, you said slow and more annoying, which I don't actually take issue with with the fact that it's slower. I take the issue with the fact that you said it's more annoying, which is, A, subjective, like, almost entirely. I don't know how you can objectify annoyance, but... it being slow is not a problem with me. You know? This is a very strange video.
Yeah.
This video is very poorly structured and it goes all over the place.
The progression is slower, I guess, and the movement's slower, right? But like when you're mining and stuff, like you're not mining much faster in like most stages of the game in modern Minecraft. I don't think like an iron pick still picks at things about the same speed. I think.
Well, yeah, like
so it's mostly like it's more annoying to craft things, I guess, and stuff.
Well, also
there's
like
not
sprinting.
crafting shortcuts.
Sprinting exists.
Yeah,
sprinting is what makes the game feel faster. Sprinting and things like Elytra.
Yeah, but I don't think it makes the game actually that much faster, though. Really,
I disagree.
Maybe Elytra does quite a lot.
I think sprinting makes the game very fast.
Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to play more modern Minecraft again.
Like, if you compared the time it took you to find diamonds in beta versus modern, without using in modern, obviously you can't use like through mining. You have to mine it. It would still be like exponentially faster if that were like your sole goal. I imagine, unless you got really lucky in modern or in beta Minecraft, because everything just goes faster.
Yeah.
Right. Beta is supposed to be slow, but as I said before, was that always the intention of the game?
Who the fuck? What? Who cares? Genuinely, if once again, if Notch came out tomorrow and was like, "Yo, actually, I wanted Minecraft to be a speedrunning game all along, and it actually is supposed to be faster than it is now," I wouldn't sit here and just be like, "Welp, pack it up, everybody."
Yeah, I don't know. He's not telling us like why any of these things are good or bad or really,
No, but good or bad doesn't exist. It's all subjective.
Listen, to some degree, I think that's true, but that's
like
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it is true to some degree. I don't disagree. It's just like it's funny because people believe that is true like entirely. So that's might be, I don't know, I'm not saying this guy believes it, but that's the mentality that kind of results in videos like this where, because I don't know, I'm trying to think of who said this, but I've heard of like YouTubers talking about script writing where they want to say something like this is awful and they're like I don't want to say it's bad, and they're like it's bad in my opinion, or it's not, I don't really like it, but I can see why someone else would, and they like weasel out their way out of having to argue for it because they know that they don't want to they don't want to think about the existence of like objectively inconsistent things or things that might be bad on a standard. So they just want to like say, it's, it makes it less engaging personally, and they say things like that. which results in videos like this where, you know, they're not saying really anything. They're just kind of talking. Yeah, well, okay, I'm glad that everyone's in agreement. You know, silence is agreement, as they all say. Also, Wheezy's in chat, and Richter is as well. I saw both of you earlier. Hello.
If Notch came out.
If Notch came out.
You imagine?
I think he'd be put back in the credits if he came out. What do you think?
No.
That might be true. I'm sorry, I had to go for a second there.
Wheezy, don't. Wheezy's being cringe in the chat. I'm just gonna play the video.
Maybe. Almost certainly. But what about 90%?
Wait. He just, every time.
Said before, was that always the intention of the game? Maybe. Almost certainly. But what about 90%?
What?
Was what always the intention?
Was the game being slower always the intention? Maybe, almost certainly. It's just what?
The bait and switch? What is that?
That has to count, right?
Or like half at least.
Because he said earlier that, like, the intention. He was like, yeah, as I said earlier. What about if it was the intention? And it's like, but it isn't the intention. And it's like, yeah, no, it's not the intention. So it's like, why? Well, I'm counting that as at least a half a bit. I'm putting the counter at 5. We're putting the counter at 5. That counts in some capacity.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. That was a disgusting experience. I did not like it.
Beta is supposed to be slow, but as I said before, was that always the intention of the game? Maybe. Almost certainly. But what about 90% of YouTube content that is designed for faster paced gameplay? Does that mean that modern Minecraft is too fast? Kids run around...
What? No! What the fuck?
The truth is that Dream 100% is the sole reason that people don't like modern Minecraft. It's just Dream.
I'm gonna lose it.
I think.
Is that what he's... There's no way that's what he's saying. What? Hold on, I need to calm down.
I hope not.
90% of YouTube content that is designed for faster paced gameplay. Does that mean that modern Minecraft is too fast? Kids...
What? What about... Why would... Okay, we really need to break this. 90% of YouTube is designed for faster paced gameplay. Modern Minecraft is fast. Why would modern... Is modern Minecraft not supposed to be designed for YouTube? What the fuck is he saying? I'm genuinely so baffled. What is the line of argumentation between is Minecraft supposed to be slow? Was that the intention? Probably, almost certainly. But what about 90% of YouTube? Like, what does it have to do with anything? How do these sentences link up? Alan, please. Alan, I need you.
Well, yeah, it'll all make sense when he, like, finishes his sentence, probably.
Okay.
Said before, was that always the intention of the game? Maybe. Almost certainly. But what about 90% of YouTube content that is designed for faster paced gameplay? Does that mean that modern Minecraft is too fast? Kids run around and like the fast paced, heavily edited style of many Minecraft videos that I am guilty myself of making. But does that make it wrong? No,
what?
It does not. And
what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking? I'm getting upset. What are you talking about? What do you mean wrong? What the fuck does it mean to be wrong?
Morally wrong to play Minecraft too fast.
Is it incorrect? What is it? Is this like a self-report?
It's not in the Bible that way.
What is happening?
It's not fast in the Bible.
Is he saying...
Yeah, when they talked about Minecraft in the Bible, it wasn't fast there.
It wasn't fast. This is a mutation.
Yeah. And God said, "Let there be no sprint." And there was no sprint.
Fucking losing it. What on earth is he saying? Can someone anyone please decipher it? Because I'm genuinely racking my brain. Is he saying... Okay. Is he saying... Modern Minecraft is bad because modern YouTube is bad and fast-paced. Therefore, is it bad that modern Minecraft is fast if it caters to said faster-paced YouTube videos, and faster-paced YouTube videos are also bad? Is that what he's saying?
It does kind of feel like he's saying it's bad, but then he says, of course it's not. Is that a bait and switch?
Let me hear it again. I'm just.
Yeah, the fourth time will make sense. Go further
really
back. We need the full context.
Kids run around and like the fast-paced, heheavily edited style.
Wait, I just realized he said kids run around and like.
They do though. I've seen them do it.
They do run around.
I can corroborate his story. Don't take issue with that.
Kids do in fact run around. Chat, press 1 in chat if you think kids run around. Thank you.
Of many Minecraft videos that I am guilty myself of making. But does that make it wrong? No, it does not.
Wait, does he mean kids run around and make YouTube videos, or kids run around in Minecraft?
I think he's just calling them hyper.
Okay.
Style of many Minecraft videos that I am guilty myself of making. But does that make it wrong? No, it does not. And neither does it make it wrong that the beta is a slower version of the modern game. At the end of
Okay, so okay, I think I've got it. He's saying that modern Minecraft is fast-paced and that inhibits bad YouTube content that's overly fast-paced and catered to Zoomers, and that is bad, but that doesn't mean modern Minecraft is bad. And that also doesn't mean beta Minecraft is bad. It's all good. I think that's what he said. Someone please give me a Nobel Prize.
None of it is bad.
None of it. Well, I think he's just saying none of it is bad, despite modern Minecraft having bad effects.
This is becoming like a truly pointless video. I think if that's the argument.
You know, PurpleColonel, that might be true.
Minecraft is different.
Minecraft is different.
We're learning that Minecraft is different.
The modern game. At the end of the day, it's all up to personal preference. You know what I can say for sure? The sound in beta.
It's up to personal preference.
No, I wasn't laughing at that. I'm sorry. I wasn't even listening. I was laughing at him putting a painting, and I was like, what painting is it going to be? And it was the skull, and it covered the fucking torch. Like, it's just comedic to me. Just like him covering the fucking torch with the painting. Like, cause I like, that was only funny to me. I just was expecting it to be like the one painting, and I got fucking bamboozled when it was a painting that covered the torch.
Oh, it used to do that, didn't it?
Yeah, right.
That's like a deep cut.
Evil skeleton jump scare.
Beta is a slower version of the modern game. At the end of the day, it's all up to personal preference. You know what I can say for sure? The sound in beta 1.7.3 is miles better than the sounds of Minecraft today. The sound of beta 1.7.3 is so much more vibrant and audibly appealing to the...
You cannot keep doing this. You can't get away with this.
This is like...
You can't keep getting away with this.
He spent 6 minutes talking to himself to come to the conclusion that it's up to you if you like new or old Minecraft more. Which I don't think anyone disagreed with that with that sentiment.
Nah, no, I think everyone should conform to my perspective, honestly. I hate it when people disagree with me.
That was the first 6 minutes of the video, and now he's going to tell us why the sound is better than the old one, and that's like what the video is going to be now, I think. I don't get it at all.
Hey, you're right, though. He did set up that point from earlier for the later point of the video.
Yeah.
So, someone said he loves sounding in Minecraft. I don't think that's what he said.
Oh no, I don't think he means that.
I
hope not.
I think this... I agree that the old sound design is better, but when you say... when you're like, okay, I want to prove the old sound design is better, you can't just go... Man, the sounds are so much more vibrant and colorful, and the animals are louder, and the grass is crunchier.
The part I take,
it also doesn't hit the same when you just said that everything is personal preference.
Actually, Alan, that's actually a good point when you say...
Vibrant is a good word you could use. I think audibly appealing. It's an audibly appealing sound to the ear.
I want to know what he means by vibrant. I was going to go with the... Vibrant is like a visual thing. Because, like, sounds can't... It's like kaleidoscopic. Like, sounds can be vibrant, but what the fuck... It's like sounds being colorful. Like, what does that even mean? You know? Like, what the fuck? Don't write videos like this. If you're gonna make a video, please don't write videos like this. Make arguments. Don't just talk about, like, things and words and sentences.
The word I would use is crunchy.
Crunchy.
For the old sounds.
All of them?
Yeah, they're crunchier or crispier, like a potato chip.
You go, ow.
7.3 is so much more vibrant and
Also, don't start 2 sentences in a row with the same 5 words, by the way. That's a pet peeve of mine. Don't do that.
That's just Levi, though.
7.3
Yeah, that's my personal
is
preference.
so much more vibrant and audibly appealing to the ears.
The
animals are louder, and it sounds like they are actually alive compared.
Audibly appealing to the ears.
That's the worst one. I'm glad they're not visually appealing to the ears. That would be weird.
Audibly appealing specifically.
I get what he's trying to say. It just sounds.
He's trying to say that they're good. That's all he's trying to say.
It's a lot of words to say good, and I like them, but why? And maybe he's getting into that now.
Oh my gosh! You're so right that audibly appealing to the ears is just great.
It's a lot. I love it. It's pretty good. Visually appealing to the eyes.
Visually appealing to my toes.
And it sounds like they are actually alive compared to the soulless sounds of cows that I kill in heaps in modern day Minecraft. They also
he slaughters cows.
Also, I'm a cow genocide, by the way. I just wanted to let you know, dear viewer.
Yeah, side note, I slaughter the shit out of cows in modern Minecraft. Could you imagine if you cut to like a massive cow grinder? He just does it, and the cow grinder, like, it funnels cows into lava, but he doesn't even get anything from it. He just does it for the thrill. Like,
just for the thrill.
Just has an
infinite
infinite
just like
cow.
to hear their soulless cries.
The soulless cries.
Cows that I kill.
Wait, I need to hear the whole sentence again. I'm sorry.
Are louder, and it sounds like they are actually alive compared to the soulless sounds of cows that I kill in heaps in modern day Minecraft.
But cows in modern Minecraft sound alive. I don't know what you mean.
That's a really good line.
I'm pretty sure that they are actually
make pretty horrible noises.
I'm pretty sure they actually are cows. I'm pretty sure someone recorded cows to make those noises, unironically. I need to look. So they made a video about how the Minecraft sounds are made. I'm pretty sure cows are just recordings of cows. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that.
Actually alive compared to the soulless sounds of cows that I kill in heaps in modern day Minecraft. They also make noise more often. Annoying for some players, yes, but for someone who wants to feel immersed with the world around them, this is a huge key factor. On top of that, include all the nostalgic sounds, such as the door or...
What the fuck? Wait, no. Go back.
The realistic sounds really make me feel like I'm really slaughtering cows by the millions.
Fucking
immersed with the world around them.
It makes you feel like Minecraft. That's why the game is good.
It really exuberates the exaggerated swagger of a blocky man.
Yeah.
This is a huge key factor. On top of that, include all the nostalgic sounds, such as the door or the bobbing in the water or destroying gravel and dirt. It all simply...
What the fuck? You included those? You didn't say the creeper hiss? The one that they changed and is now just fucking awful? Like, you could have said any of those sounds, but no, you went with bobbing in the water?
Maybe he didn't run into a creeper.
You stop saying nostalgic. You haven't played this version of the game. You admitted that at the beginning of the game. A video. Fuck. I'm going to the bathroom. I need to fucking chill. I'll be right back. Talk about something while the logo's on screen.
The logo.
Okay.
What is the logo? The logo is still, the U is still fucked up.
Oh.
Have you noticed
if there's a logo in the woods and no one's there to see it, does the logo really exist at all? playing some Minecraft. Made a Minecraft with my friends on a server, and it's some of them have taken it too far, so it has become unfun.
Oh yeah.
But it's overall it's not that bad and stuff. So, yeah.
That's cool. I think we're unmuted now, so that's good.
Oh,
were you
we're
muted
back.
before?
Yeah, you deafened us.
Oh,
were
I clicked the one that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops,
Yeah.
my bad.
We were having very interesting conversations. Don't worry, you guys missed nothing.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat.
We sort of solved the nature of existence and what it means to make art and stuff, but it's
It'll never be
I don't
out
think it would
there.
be very interesting for the people watching. Yeah.
It was really in a forest. Yeah.
Yeah. We figured it out.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We defined the existence of God, but yeah.
I'm sure that's not
Not
important.
a big
deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
You guys ready to
Not
talk
a
about
big
this
deal.
Minecraft video?
I guess so. It's a little pedestrian for us at this point, but
Pedestrian.
Yeah, we've sort of moved on to new layers of new topics here that I think are more more interesting.
PurpleColonel, have you left?
So we can
the watch
lower
ticket?
ourselves
my
back
gosh.
to this Minecraft video.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. I'm glad.
Factor.
Yeah.
On top of that, include all the nostalgic sounds, such as the door, or the bobbing in the water, or destroying gravel and dirt. It all simply sounds better.
Wait, hold on. Let me scroll up. Okay, so no one heard. I now that I realized I wasn't my microphone wasn't muted. I was wondering if anyone heard. I was in the bathroom and I was on my phone and I found this video of a guy doing a cover of Linkin Park's "In the End," but it was about getting drunk and going to a Chick-fil-A and throwing all of your food on the ground by accident. And that was really funny, and I just wanted to share.
you let out a terrifying cackle.
I did not. I just looked at it. Was like, wow, that's really, really good because it was really, really well constructed.
I see. No, if you're deafened, I think it mutes you.
I wasn't
by
deafened. I
default.
just muted my desktop audio because I was
You
trying to
mute
mute my
I see.
microphone, and I just missed.
It's worse than I thought.
Yeah, no, the brain cells were not there.
Damn.
Sounds, such as the door, or the bobbing in the water, or destroying gravel and dirt. It all simply sounds better. Which begs the question on why they removed it in the first place. That is one that I do not have the answer for. This game sounds better than any modern version of Minecraft. Hell, even the cave noises are scarier in this version.
They're like the same. They haven't changed the cave noises, right? Someone chat fact check me. They're the same.
Yeah.
Modern
I don't know. I
version
feel like the cave noises probably got better, right? Because they added more ambience. But
I thought they had the same amount of ambience in both versions. I don't think they've changed the cave noises, unless I'm misremembering.
I'm not a Minecraft passionate warrior. You'd have to.
Oh well.
Minecraft. Hell, even the cave noises are scarier in this version, but that might just be the sheer lack of brightness that this version has. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, good luck finding your way out of a cave in this version of Minecraft without torches, because you're better off being blown up by a creeper to get home than try and
You did find a creeper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft without torches,
Count one.
because you're better off being blown up by a creeper to get home than try and navigate the caves that you can't see anything out of.
Why would you kill yourself instead of us just building a staircase?
That's actually a big skill issue.
He just genuinely
That's like the most skill issue I've seen maybe ever.
He unironically suggested that you would rather kill yourself than just get out of the cave like a normal person. What?
I think he was just being a little bit hyperbolic to like really drive home how much darker it is.
But
I guess, but in his footage, it looks like you can see everything in the footage, though, that he has in the video. So
It's suspicious. He claims to not have torches, but I saw 2 in that last shot.
UK claims to not be able to see anything, but I can see everything in this shot.
I don't get it.
Minecraft without torches.
Can you imagine if you just put a completely dark clip and the compression absolutely fucked it? Like, there's a reason why he's not putting it on the screen.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Because you're better off being blown up by a creeper to get home than try and navigate the caves that you can't see anything out of. Speaking of which, creeper explosions sound much better, and so do zombie groans, and so do skeleton clanks, and spiders hissing, all...
Yeah, man, the game sounds so much better, like this sound, and this sound, and this sound, and this sound, and this sound sounds better, and this one sounds more vibrant. Like...
You could play a clip of... This is a point where you could play a clip for like the audio and stuff and just play it better.
You could have like two sound clips, and you could put the title of the sound clips on the screen, and then you could have like one sound clip do a thing and then the other one, and you could say, wow, this one is more higher pitched, so it alerts you more, whereas the new creeper hiss is much less foreboding and much more casual sounding. It doesn't sound like an emergency, which makes the older one better. And you could explain it in like an objective, like I'm gonna argue this on basis of facts and reasoning sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, we could just list the sounds. Actually, you're so right.
Yeah, we were actually listening to the creeper hiss earlier, the old versus new, and I don't know if it's different or not.
Oh,
maybe it's the same clip, but it's pitched differently. But it didn't sound that much different to me.
The explosion was very different.
Oh, the explosion. Yeah. The explosion might be what I'm thinking of, or maybe I don't know. I feel like they also changed the hiss, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I sent a video if you want to play it on stream.
Hold on, let me check this out.
Timestamped and everything. You're welcome.
Thank you. You bitch. Why do I have? What people are DMing me important things while we are in fucking oh, there we go. I found it. Hold on, chat. There's fucking Japanese ads in my shit.
Oh no.
Play it?
No. Okay, there you go.
Can you imagine if the ad got copyright claimed?
That would be deeply distressing information.
That would be so funny.
Why is Discord gone? Discord is gone.
The overlay is fucked up.
Why? Oh, why is Discord down? What the fuck?
Why are we down here?
Why are we down there?
Oh my god.
Let me fix that real quick. Sorry, chat. I'm a very good host. I'm a very good host. No, the sound is different. It's just I think it is pitched lower.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
I don't have an ear for that kind of thing, but
yeah, the sound is definitely different. It's not nearly as high pitched and aggressive. I was correct. Oh, I got it right. Let's fucking go. Okay. Because I remember being like scared when I heard creepers in beta Minecraft and being like actually freaked out. Whereas when I hear them in like modern Minecraft, I'm like, oh shit, that's sure is. Anyways.
Then try and navigate the caves that you can't see anything out of.
Oh, he's gonna list all the sounds again.
Creeper
Yes.
explosions sound much better, and so do zombie groans, and so do skeleton clanks, and
Yes.
spiders
Yes.
hissing. All the hostile mobs sound scarier. You know what the hostile mobs aren't? They aren't difficult.
Fuck you. What? How are you going to say?
Okay.
How are you going to say? What argument could there possibly be to say that these mobs are easier than the modern ones are, when you have so much less at your disposal to deal with them?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he finds none of them difficult in either version, except for like the warden or something. Maybe that's the standard.
PurpleColonel, I'm gonna be real. I didn't understand a word you just
Yeah,
said.
you're like eating your microphone right now.
Maybe he does. Maybe he thinks
go.
none of the mobs have ever been hard in any Minecraft. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe, but I
said
feel like
easier. He was a comparative. It wasn't.
Was it?
Yeah, he said easier. Or wait, no. Never mind. No, he said none of them are even. No, none of them are difficult.
Okay.
But I'm like, once again, how are you gonna say that in comparison?
Well, okay, so the one thing I might agree with him on is the AI was worse. Like the pathfinding especially.
Yeah, the AI was
It would
worse.
just walk into holes and be gone. Like,
yeah, but
there you go.
They'd also rubber band around. They'd like, well, no, they rubber band in the new version. That's like the one thing that does make them harder. So I guess that would be the only argument is on the basis of AI.
Let him cook.
Mobs sound scarier. You know what the hostile mobs aren't? They aren't difficult. I don't know about you, but I've heard that beta Minecraft is harder than modern day Minecraft.
It is. It is
Yeah.
it is by every metric I can think of, unless you want to say like I think modern Minecraft may have higher difficulty peaks, maybe, but there are certainly more ways to game modern Minecraft's difficult challenges, whereas beta Minecraft is just naturally more difficult at like a constant rate.
And I can say without a doubt that that is the biggest lie I have ever been told.
Ever?
Really?
Ever?
The biggest lie.
What about controversial take?
What about the Earth being flat?
Yeah.
I could tell you some bigger lies. I'm sure I could find something.
I was playing on normal
It's just kinda
difficulty,
fucking round
but that's
earther,
typically
dude.
how I play modern day Minecraft anyways. Armor in this version is significantly stronger than in modern day versions. For comparison, here's a clip of me being
Oh
blown
my
up by
gosh, he did it. He
Ooh.
made it. He's making an argument on the basis of something. Wait, hold on. Everyone shut the fuck up.
versions. For comparison, here's a clip of me being blown up by a creeper that is fairly close to me in modern day Minecraft.
You took one heart.
Yeah.
You took one heart, and you
It
had...
took 2.5 and healed 1.5 or
Wait,
whatever.
hold on. Well, no, it doesn't matter, because the fact that hunger's in the game is part of what makes it easier.
Yeah.
Fairly close to me in
Also, no, he just took one heart of damage.
He clearly took at least
comparison,
1.5.
here's a clip of me being blown up by a creeper that
You
is
get the
fairly
frame by frame.
You took 1.5.
But yeah, okay.
With-
Yeah,
he
but
had
it
3
healed so
point-
fast that it didn't even matter.
Yeah, it lit. Yeah.
close to me in
Yeah.
modern day Minecraft. And here's the same clip of me being
You have more armor in this clip.
Does he?
What? Yeah, he has six armor fillings as opposed to 3.5 in the other clip. This just makes
I
sense.
see.
blown up in beta Minecraft. Both with the same iron armor, and you can see
What?
I
No,
take
no, that's just a lie. You've just
Well,
told me.
it might be that the armor values are different.
Well,
I
why would,
agree.
but the
it's
armor values
weird,
visually aren't different. What do you mean?
Well, visually they are different, but in like the code, iron armor might have provided more in the past or something.
Well, he didn't tell me that. I don't. Also, I don't know if that is true.
He said He said with his mouth words, both with the same iron armor.
But he doesn't have the same. In one, he has more.
He
armor
has
and-
different total amounts of armor value, but
But that's what determines how much damage you take.
okay, then he's arguing that the armor was stronger in the older version. Then that's the only.
No, but he had more armor. Of course, he took less damage.
What do you mean more armor?
He has more armor in this clip. He has 3.5
Armor
on.
points or more armor equipped?
That is what this bar means. This bar equates to
A
how much
bar
armor
goes
value.
higher depending on what kind of armor you have on. No,
If you have,
I
yeah,
have no idea.
he said both with the same iron armor. If he's wearing iron armor in both clips, he has to have less iron armor equipped in this clip because he has less
Either-
armor value.
Either that or the way armor works has changed, which would make sense because there's netherite stuff now. So maybe they shifted everything down some.
That could be true.
It has changed because it used to the like armor bar would deplete as the strength of your armor gets as it gets broken and stuff as loses durability. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This point has not been conveyed very effectively
Yeah.
either way. I think.
Because Alan. Oh, sorry. What-
Critfish in chat says armor and beta all protects the same, but they protect less as they get damaged.
Okay.
Oh, so he was wearing damaged iron armor
So
then.
he must have had, he must have had like little bit damaged iron armor.
It's
It's not the most scientific test in that case, but I also don't know exactly how it works either. So
Well, because I was gonna say, even if your point was like, oh, it's scaled down now, wouldn't you still want to test it with 6 armor chunks in this version then?
Depending on how armor works, I don't know how it's calculated behind the scenes.
This is a bad test.
It's just kind of going off of vibes. Yeah, it's like, oh, I had armor on in both of these clips, and I took more in this one.
Also, it would scale based off how close or far away from the creeper you were, and I don't know. You know, I feel like you could have just looked.
The resident armor expert says if it were a 1-to-1 comparison, it would have been full armor in beta and full diamond in modern.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you could have just looked up the values for how much damage you take from different things.
Yeah,
because a creeper can like almost one-shot you in beta, whereas it does like half your health in modern, from what I remember. Also, hi Creek. What were you saying?
I said Reddy said just no armor, which is better.
That also works.
Modern day versions. For comparison, here's a clip of me being blown up by a creeper that is fairly close.
It was also not. It was like 5 fucking blocks away from you. What are you talking about? That's also just a bad test for that reason. Wait, what the fuck? I just realized
Minecraft. And here's the same clip of me being
he's like a block away in that clip. What?
Blown up in beta Minecraft.
He's also like diagonally down. He's like down a couple blocks in the beta clip as well, which I don't know if that impacts it, but it's...
This is a bad test.
Both with the same iron armor, and you can see I take significantly more damage in modern day Minecraft than in
significantly
beta.
More, and it's just like a heart. Okay. Alright, dude.
And this doesn't just apply to creepers, it also applies to every...
Why do you think he didn't just go get the damage values for different things? Because that would be an easier way to prove that point. Once again, I am universally correct.
I don't know. I don't know. It's that's what I would do. Is just get the values.
Just be like,
it's a very strange thing.
The sword does less damage in modern and more damage in beta, and give me a bunch of numbers, then that'll work.
Other hostile. If you know how to left beta, and this doesn't just apply to creepers, it also applies to every other hostile mob. If you know how to left click more than twice a second, you're gonna be perfectly fine in this version of Minecraft.
Why are they holding... Whatever.
I know the addition of a sword swinging cooldown in 1.9 was quite controversial, and in my opinion was a lackluster attempt to slow down the game a little bit. But you cannot sit here and tell me that modern day combat is easier when you can only attack once per second. Compare that to beta where you can spam your left mouse button to absolutely send anything to hell. The lack of shields sucks a little for skeletons, but you only need to take an arrow or two to take them out, and those arrows do a hell of a lot less damage than you think.
You are in full armor. When people say, okay, so when people, and we really need to break down this criticism. All of these clips are in caves, right? And in caves, both games are a little bit easier, assuming you can use your ears to detect creepers and know how to run away from skeletons, especially if you are already in full armor. When people say beta Minecraft is harder, they are referring to when you do not have armor, or when you are in situations where you are at a disadvantage. In which case, yes, beta Minecraft is much harder because you have way less defense. Or when you are above ground and not in a cave. Because if you get caught out in the night, even with iron armor, there are enough mobs in the fucking at night that they will swarm you and kill you even with armor. Doesn't matter how fast you can swing. So this is a poor argument in multiple ways. Once again, I am universally agreed upon that we can continue.
Yeah, silence is agreement.
That's true.
To take them
Always.
out, and those arrows do a hell of a lot less damage than you think. Recovering health is different too. Did you know that in this version of Minecraft there was yet to be an eating animation? I didn't until I played it, and all of the sudden annoyance of not being able to stack food had disappeared. This is so much quicker, and take into account that you don't even have a hunger bar at this point in the game, you realize that if you get backed into a corner, all you need to do is have a sufficient food supply.
Notice how you had to like open your inventory to move the food downward. That might be why that is, you know?
And you can't carry like 256 stacks of pieces of meat with you.
Yep.
You're limited by your inventory.
You don't
and
have
there's a
constant
trade-off there
regeneration.
between how much stuff you can carry with you and how. Not to mention, like you were saying about the hot bar.
Yeah.
You only have 9 slots, and at least one of them needs to be a sword if you're backed into a corner.
Yeah, and if you're eating, you are not attacking. That's one of the issues with regening health, is because you can regen health and live without having to fight. This is just a bad. This is once again just a bad argument. And I don't even like the food stacking, but that's like the one reason why I like it, is because it makes combat actually more difficult.
It's I don't get it. It seems like it's so obviously just like everything is working against you for like the combat and stuff in older Minecraft, and in the new one it is like you get just the health regen itself is like such a. Even his earlier example, like by the time he'd finished like talking about how like beta Minecraft had like less damage from that creeper, he had already like healed all the damage in the mod one anyway. So
yeah, and it was not significantly more. It was 1 heart.
Yeah.
Also, Alan, someone in chat pointed out that you have 256 meat in your pants.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's. I thought it was pretty reasonable, kind of average.
That you don't even have a hunger bar at this point in the game, you realize that if you get backed into a corner, all you need to do is have a sufficient food supply.
If there was another skeleton in that situation, you're probably dead, unless you're really quick.
That's what Fish was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Resident beta expert.
Yeah.
Like, it's singular mobs are easier to deal with, maybe, but if you are up against a group of them, then it's stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Look at an inventory in modern Minecraft.
You can die 4 times in this with this inventory and live.
Also, 2 stacks of golden carrots.
How are you going to tell me with a straight face that this is harder than just diamond and a sword and
shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the shield's not even necessary because you have a fucking totem of undying in your other hand.
Yeah.
This is what are you serious? Is this real? Or is this a real argument? I cannot.
Also, the single arrow.
Because he only has infinity on that
Resource management, where.
Yeah, he has infinity. He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
This is depressing.
Yeah.
Don't forget the 2 shulker boxes.
Yeah, and the ender chest.
They're probably full of food.
Mm-hmm.
Food supply. Look at an inventory in modern Minecraft. Now beta.
What? Yeah, in one of these, I think you're way more vulnerable than the other. It might be a hunch.
Yeah.
Now modern. Now beta. You can see that you have significantly more inventory space, and while you can't stack food, you sure as hell get a lot more health back. I mentioned that there was no hunger bar in this version. All you do is eat and the hearts recover. Simple. Nowadays in modern Minecraft, you need to account for saturation, how many bars the food gives you, health regeneration.
Go fuck yourself. What the fuck you? No, you don't. Who genuinely constantly thinks about the saturation value? Well, all you do is you get pigs, or cows, you farm them and kill them. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all you do.
You gather the food with the highest saturation because that means less eating.
Yes. Like, it's not it's not a fucking rocket science. Right? Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
You get a replenishing food source, of which there are many, and then you win the game. That's it. That's all you do. It's not. There is no other thought that goes into it. There's no reason to think about anything else. What the fuck?
Yeah, once you get iron armor and a good food source, it's just like nothing's really a threat anymore.
Yeah, you just win. You just win for the rest of the game.
Whereas in beta, even if you have diamond armor, if you are going in a cave and, oh shit, I'm surrounded by 10 guys suddenly.
Mm-hmm. You're not just getting out of there.
I feel like, but in modern Minecraft, you just get your shield and hold right click.
Mm-hmm.
And then you cull them all down with the
sweeping.
Area of effect on, sweeping on the sword.
Yeah.
account for saturation.
Yep, sorry, Critfish is my favorite person in chat. Thank you for joining. Critfish is also pointing out you could just go to a village and get 9 stacks of bread from the fucking hay bales they have sitting outside. Already existing farms. You just steal from them for however long you need to, or forever.
How many bars the food gives you, health regeneration, but only when you have a full hunger bar. Such a simple feature we don't even think about today, and something so alien compared to this version of Minecraft. Now, I'm not playing this version to berate the people who prefer this version, but I do think sometimes we need to take off our nostalgia glasses and realize what we have today is objectively more of a full game, and there is no way around it. But
more of a full game. Just explain to me how.
It has more features.
Is we just going by quantity?
I don't know.
Also, like, because whenever we say, oh, beta Minecraft was the best version of the game, we're not talking about the amount of things. Also, why would people play some... It's not like quick play, where you can at least make the argument, like, we don't have it today and you don't remember what it was like accurately. We can play beta Minecraft now, and people do. It's hard to argue nostalgia glasses when you can literally play the game, and you just you think this one is better than the other one.
Yeah.
PurpleColonel, you okay?
Like
you sound like
I got a bit of a headache, honestly. People who like beta Minecraft more, we're not under the illusion that, like, oh, it actually secretly does have the ocean update, and it's just as good as the modern stuff, because it actually does have like no one thinks like that's why, and it's just ridiculous to even like posit that could be the reason why people like it more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Glasses and realize what we have today is objectively more of a full game, and there is no way around it. But just because it makes you full doesn't mean you digest it well. Beta Minecraft is easy to digest.
But
what exactly?
That's a bait and switch. We thought we were talking about quantity, but he was actually
technically that's 2 bait and switches, because earlier he said the game was better. He said old Minecraft was better, or he thought old Minecraft wasn't better, but now his mind has been changed, and now he's saying no, older Minecraft isn't as much of a full game. So there's actually 2 bait and switches in the same sentence. So we're actually at 7.
That's insane. There's real artistry behind this video. It's just very confusing.
Yeah,
we don't understand it.
There's the craftsmanship is a careful tapestry.
More of a full game, and there is no way around it. But just because it makes you full doesn't mean you digest it well. Beta Minecraft is easy to digest. You just play until you're bored and find something out to do. Now you follow
something out to do. I know he meant to say else. It's just he didn't.
Maybe
you're bored and find something out to do. Now you follow a structure. Get a base, get armor, go to the nether, look for a fortress for 18 hours and not enjoy any of it. Pause. Notice that. Not enjoying any of it. It has become about the destination and not the journey. However, what is a journey without a destination?
What the fuck are you talking? What is going?
Is that another bait?
Yes, that's another bait and switch.
But not the journey. But what is the journey without the destiny? It's like these are the jokes that we've been making for the podcast, and they're just in the video now.
Yeah, it's just like, what is the journey? If you play it, if you play it in isolation, did you actually play it?
If a journey happened without a destination, was there ever really a journey?
It's true.
Also, I think what he was trying to say earlier was not find something else to play. I think he was more saying find out something to do. Like, from boredom, you say, "Oh, I could build a thing there."
Yeah, I think it was like he mixed the 2 sentences or the 2 phrases together and got that.
Probably.
Any of it.
Maybe.
It has become about the destination and not the journey. However, what is a journey without a destination? Endless wandering with no goal aside from the one you create? The journey of Minecraft has been to find a way to make the world your own, and at the end of the day, I can say for sure that in modern Minecraft and all the way back to beta, even if the journeys of getting to where I want to be in my world are different, the destination is to make it what you want.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. You were wrong. There is a place called the End. It is definitionally where you are supposed to go at some point.
Was he talking about modern Minecraft?
He said in both beta and modern Minecraft, they have the goal is the same, which is to do what you want, which is just not true. Because
I mean, that's his goal, and that's what I make of it as well. I don't even go to the end usually.
Well, I know, but that's like saying like, oh, in Super Mario 64, the goal is really what you want it to be. It's like, no, you are told to do something. There is
you're supposed to go get your stars.
Yeah, you have to go save the princess. That is the like that you are told to do something. In Minecraft, there is a goal. You are driven to do something. The game puts you into a direction.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I don't. I like.
You do
I
not
said,
have
I don't
to,
agree
but
with
you
the
don't
end
have to
being
in
there.
literally anything. You don't have to do anything in any game.
I would be fine with the end if they didn't call it the end and then play credits after you've gone there.
If there were if it were a place that you could go potentially,
if it's like the Nether, yeah.
Yeah, if it were like the Nether, if and there wasn't, yeah.
The world your own. And at the end of the day, I can say for sure that in modern Minecraft and all the way back to beta, even if the journeys of getting to where I want to be in my world are different, the destination is to make it what you want. And if you can understand that, then maybe you could see these two versions of Minecraft in the way that I do. At its surface, the same game. At its core, two different experiences.
But you just said that they were the destination was the same, but the journey to get there is different. Does the journey being different make them two different experiences, or does it make them the same game? Is the destination surface level? Did anything that you just say matter? I'm like genuinely very confused. I need a hug.
Today we have learned that there are different things in modern Minecraft than there are in beta Minecraft. I think that was what we learned, and I think that might be the point of the video, which I don't know why you'd make that video. I don't understand it.
Also, chat, I understand that the game is a genre in terms of genre, a sandbox. We are taking issue with parts of the game that make it less of a sandbox, which because that conflicts with the original design, that as in like the design that the foundation the game was built upon, like that is why we are. That's why we are frustrated at the concept of the games being. It's just what you want to do. It's like that's true for every game. If you want to just take the goal away, but the game clearly puts you in a given path. The game gives you advancements that lead you toward a given path. It doesn't lead you there well, but it does lead you toward a given path.
The same game. At its core, two different experiences.
It's a very bizarre video, and I don't understand why it's like that at all.
Wow, that was bad. If this person ends up watching this podcast, I would like to instruct them to argue, avoid doing bait and switches, avoid contradicting yourself, try and watch out for that. Don't stand on your own arguments. Don't try to account for what everyone else has said unless you're going to argue against it. Put drop shadows on your text. What do you guys think?
Yeah, don't when you're writing an opinion, don't say some people might say this and they're right. Just say the thing that you want to say, the opinion that you want to give, instead of framing it that way, because that's it's like annoying and repetitive and weird.
Also, structure videos so that the point that you're making is very, very clear and there's no confusion about what you are trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the editing itself goes, I do want to compliment it because the way he does the audio, like the intro and the outro, are really well done, like technically. I agree that the text could be better. And then the video always, or at least when it needs to, it's always corresponds to what he's talking about.
Agreed.
Which is good.
It's fine. It's probably
like when he talks about farming, he shows farming. He shows him standing on his crops and them getting blown up.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, it's like, yeah. I think it's it was pretty bad. Like the script writing was oof.
The writing was I'd like to spread some positivity, you know.
Yeah, I don't.
You're a glass half full kind of guy.
He's not.
I'm not, but
he's not at all.
I try.
Okay. I'm actually more. We were discussing this. We have another friend who's like kind of a much more of a pessimist, and I think that we make a nice spectrum because I'm more of a glass half full kind of guy, and Alan's very much a realist, and the other guy's a pessimist. So we all have kind of like the same three. We cover three ends of the spectrum.
It's the Triforce.
Yeah, I think realism.
If a glass is half full in the woods, is it really half full, or is it half empty, and does it exist at all?
If you spilled the glass in the woods, I don't understand. This video is very interesting to me. I don't understand how we got to, like, I don't know what the point was. I don't know what his arguments were. I don't know what the journey and the destination means. Where, like, at the end of the day, the game's just what you want it to be, so who cares? I think is just the point.
Well, no, but I think he's trying to show how he views it. But he didn't argue it super well.
Well, I'm saying I think that's how he views it, which is that the way what you get to in the game, the end, whatever you want to do in the game is up to the player. So who cares?
Yeah, it's kind of weird too, because at the end he says, "I hope you can see it how I see it," where
it's like, no.
They are the same. No. Different experiences, but the surface level is the same. But then he says that like the goal is the same for him, which is to do what he wants.
Like I don't know.
Just kind of a weird.
I don't know what I was supposed to take away from what I watched, and that's like kind of depressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the badder videos, the more badder videos we've watched.
It's in the bottom half.
That was wonderful. UFR 31's in the books. We've done it. PurpleColonel was here. He didn't say anything controversial about TF2.
I didn't
found him out yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
They should revert the Dead Ringer though to back what it was before, I think. And also, it should last for twice as long if you want it to.
Yeah, actually, I think they should revert the Dead Ringer back to what it was, and also like when you Dead Ring, it puts a gigantic PNG of a middle finger on the person who hit you screen. I think that's what they
like flashbangs them with that. And also, I think the spy should be able to kill people when he's invisible too. I think that would be a really good change.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think if you hit someone and they Dead Ring, it should just instantly kill them and send them back to the title screen. Actually, you should just crash the game. The game should just turn off.
Uninstall itself.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we reached 8 bait and switches. That was a lot.
Yeah, we were stuck at 4.5 for a while. I was like, yeah, that's reasonable.
And then at the end, he was like, "Nah, I got one more in me." Well, yeah, I think I think we're just good to end it. I guess I could talk about some things that are coming up for me, and then Alan can shill everything he's doing. As I'm sure he has a lot to say. Next week, I actually really want to do that idea about the ideal version of TF2. I think that's a really interesting idea. So we're probably I'm gonna see if I can get some people together to do that. Tuesday on the 3rd, I'm going to be doing a 6-hour-long Powerhouse stream. with Zesty and a few other people who were part of UFS and UFR. So if you guys want to watch me suffer through 6 hours of the same TF2 map, on bad ping no less, because I'm going to be playing on Zesty's server, that's going to be an event that's happening on the 3rd on Tuesday. It'll be Monday night your guys' time. I'll set a date for it and announce it in the Discord. But yeah, it's gonna be something special. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I've already got that. I'll put that in there. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a fucking horrible thing that I'm really excited for. Yeah. Oh, and I have videos coming out on the 10th. I have a video coming out on the 10th and a video coming out on the 24th, assuming I don't have to delay either video. School's starting for me and Alan this week. We got another semester in the books that we gotta plug through, but I should still have 2 videos coming out, so it's gonna be good. Alan, what do you have to shill? I know you got a lot of stuff in the works. You know, a lot of content.
You know me. Go check out my bro Oren Lane. He's got a sick ass house on the Minecraft server.
Yeah, UFS is still happening.
I just haven't been playing. Preoccupied.
Alan,
I still live in a dirt hole, and he has like the coolest shit I've ever seen. So
yeah, but yeah, we're still doing UFS for those who want to tune into that. We did a stream of it yesterday, and there's plenty of content on all the people's channel. If you want to watch more beta Minecraft, so yeah, that's pretty neat. PurpleColonel, how are you doing? What do you got going on?
Oh, I got videos in the works that are taking far too long to put out. Really, there's someone driving very loudly outside the window.
Nice.
And I got and hopefully I can rejoin UFS at some point. I have not been streaming a lot lately, but yeah, I would still like at least finish my house on there. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah. I made a cobblestone crushing machine yesterday on stream. That was really fun.
I saw that. Yeah.
It was cool. I didn't know if I was going to be able to build that in survival, and it actually works. So I was really happy about that. But yeah. I think on that note we'll close it out. Stay tuned for next week. I'm gonna really see if I can get like a decent amount of people. I want to see if I can convince Wheezy and a few others to come on to discuss what the ideal version of TF2 would look like. Because I think that's a really cool concept, and I want to experiment with that. So yeah, if you guys tune in, make sure to join the Discord if you have not already, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.